You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Hamby, I want you to pretend right now it's just me and you talking, because it really is, right? Brent will be here momentarily, but it's just me and you right now. Don't worry about the thousands, the tens of thousands, the hundreds of thousands of people listening worldwide right now on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 stream.
Okay.
You've been you've been married for how long now?
Almost 3 months.
Almost 3 months. Still have that fresh new marriage smell to you, right? Still have that fresh new marriage look to you. A little personal question, but just out of curiosity, do you plan on having kids one day, or?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you have like a number picked out or not?
We would like a number of them.
Okay. So a few. Okay, great. I'm not sure if you've been seeing this trend that's been on social media, but basically what they're doing is people are going, "Hey, Dad, how special was blank?" And they're talking about athletes here, right? And the whole name of the game is that you have to showcase or like share an athlete from your childhood or like your youth that you would show your child. Like, sure. Yeah, this person was legit. So with that being said, Hamby, just out of curiosity, I would love to hear your picks, and I'll share my picks. But say you have a kid comes up to you and go, "Hey, Dad, tell me about like who was the most special blank." And we're gonna go football player.
Okay.
We're gonna go baseball player. If you got a hockey player, I'd love to hear it. And then we're also gonna go with a basketball player. Now keep in mind, Hamby, this can be college or pro. Just someone that you felt like if you were to showcase your youth, you growing up to your kids of this was the guy or girl, who's it gonna be?
Football, the first one that comes to mind for me is Calvin Johnson.
Okay.
That's the one that I would want to show. He just looked different. He played the game differently than everybody else.
Sure.
And totally dominated for a decade.
Now, I appreciate you putting away the school pride and everything for Georgia, and we're actually going Georgia Tech here.
Yeah.
Okay, so Georgia Tech. All right. I'm not mad at that. I mean, listen, I've shared this story before, Hamby. That was one of two guys when I was in the NFL where I had to make it a habit when I was on the sideline. I had to get up and watch him. I spent 4 weeks in Detroit, and every time I came to the sideline to get like a drink of water because we came off the field because, Ndamukong Suh was dominating and my job was pretty easy. But I would go to the sideline, I would stand up, man, because I knew I was watching something that I essentially had the best tickets in the house to something that you only see, I felt like, once every generation. And that was Calvin Johnson. Okay, great one. I like that. What do you got for basketball? Or did you want me to go first with football?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So with football, I see Reggie Bush up there for Happy Hour Sports. That he did cross my mind because, Hamby, you got to remember, like, growing up when I was growing up, YouTube wasn't really a thing yet, right?
So many people are going to be like Tavon Austin.
I know. But, like, dude, the Reggie Bush that's what it is. It's Tavon Austin and it's Reggie Bush in terms of their highlight tapes. Like, insane, man.
Yeah.
But if and I've had this conversation with my son before, obviously I grew up with Brett Favre, right? And like growing up in Wisconsin, that meant something,
sure,
right? And yeah, they say never meet your heroes because he's gone through some stuff the past couple years now that I don't want to say I've been ashamed to rock his jersey when I was a child, but like obviously it's kind of taken some of the luster out of what I felt like Brett Favre as a child. But if I have to point to one person, and once again, litigation and all the drama aside, I'm talking about on the field, I got to go Mike Vick. I got to go Mike Vick because there was a time, whether it was commercials, he had his own shoe, just the way the game of football was played, I feel like he revolutionized it. And whether it was at college at Virginia Tech or whether it was playing for the Atlanta Falcons, like Mike Vick was the dude. Like what Bo Jackson was to Techno Bowl, Mike Vick was to Madden when he first came out. So I got to go Mike Vick here. All right, basketball, what you got for me?
Basketball, oh, man. I almost want to say, like, the Lob City days, like Chris Paul, Blake Griffin. I don't know
That's
why.
what we're bringing to the table?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just...
Your kids are going to fall asleep.
Oh my gosh.
Lob City. Of all the things to pull from, you go Lob City.
Steph Curry would be the obvious answer. Because,
But that's not your childhood, though, is it?
I mean, that was those teenage years more
Yeah.
so. I mean, high school. I didn't watch basketball when I was in elementary school, other than Kevin Garnett.
Sure. Okay.
Which I guess I
KG.
could go with him, but
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to show my son like mid-range jumpers from a guy who's 6'10".
Tim Duncan style.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're going Lob City.
That was, I think that was a special.
Okay. Okay. That's fair. I mean, hey, I don't got to make a long-winded answer here. Michael Jordan.
Right.
Baseball, what you got?
I think I'd want to show Freddie Freeman, just because I think he's still, even though he still hits differently than everybody else. If that puts you to sleep, then there's going to be, I'd either show him Ichiro or a guy like Freddie Freeman, who actually hits the way that, I was taught to hit.
Sure.
I could do none of it, but, in the obviously the age of launch angle and hit the ball as far as you can. I think those guys are technicians, and it would be a different way to show hitting.
Son, when I was growing up, what they used to say? Chicks dig the long ball. And
show them the Greg Maddux commercials.
And yes, I could go Big Mac. I could go Sammy Sosa. I could go, Bonds is really the one, right? But I think in terms of just what it meant to be a kid, I'm going Griffey all day. I'm turning my hat backwards. I'm rocking a sleeveless jersey. I'm having the most beautiful swing of all time, and I'm showing my son Ken Griffey Jr. highlights. Oh, and by the way, when we talk about cultural impact, shoes, he had his own shoe, and I think in terms of a new generation of baseball players, I feel like they gravitated towards Griffey more than anybody. Last but not least, and Brent Martineau just joining us. I want to get your answers here too, Brent. What you got for hockey, Hamby? You got a hockey one or not? Because I'll just be honest, it's Wayne Gretzky for me, obviously.
Yeah, I have absolutely nobody.
Alex Ovechkin sounds great. All right, Brent, what do you got for your answers here? So basically, what we're doing is, you already have kids, but
your grandchildren.
Yeah, your grandchildren. Right. One day, when your grandchildren come up to you and they ask you Papa Martineau, or
Pops.
Pops, Papa Martineau. Give me one guy from every sport that changed the game, or that you wanted to point to and say this was the guy when you were growing up.
So not our fans that I was a fan of, but
not necessarily. No, I think
you just hit some good ones there.
Yeah.
For football, Austin said Mike Vick, and I
Vick.
said Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
which Hamby going Georgia Tech here, which was crazy to me.
It's pretty impressive.
But I appreciate the honesty.
I would go back to probably Bo Jackson.
Oh yeah,
for the really football more than
for everything, really.
Yeah, but more than baseball.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
got you.
I'd go. Okay. A little fuzzy today, huh? Want me to do something, Hamby?
No, you're good.
Okay. I think you're right about Ken Griffey Jr. I was thinking really Barry Bonds too.
Sure.
Because Bond's such a good player, even though the steroid stuff overshadows.
Yeah.
It's funny you don't think pitching
Mm-hmm.
because there were some great pitchers to go to. And you said basketball, it had to be Jordan, even though I was a Bird guy.
Yeah, but you didn't grow up with Jordan, did you? You grew up with Jordan? I'm saying a kid, when you were a kid. Or
it's still 12, 13.
Okay,
as
gotcha.
that's starting to go. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I think more again, mine would be Bird.
Yeah.
But I don't think from hey, how did he change the landscape you just presented it? Gretzky's definitely the guy in hockey as well. So, we're close enough, I think, to get those kind of guys. Vic would not be I think I'd think of Herschel Walker and Bo Jackson. And I go to running backs more than quarterbacks, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I like Marino.
Yeah.
And Marino is a guy that I think you could look at. I think people could pick Elway in this, Joe Montana in this as well, Jerry Rice in this. I got to see that probably more than you did.
Yeah.
But I think those are pretty good answers. And the funny thing is, in this conversation, especially for Hamby, or if you had Casey on the show or younger people on the show, I think you have plenty to pick from. Mm-hmm. In your era, we talk about that a lot. I think you can rival this era versus some of the best of all time.
Oh, listen, I've said this before on the show. I think my era, I was blessed enough to grow up with people like Ken Griffey Jr. and Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan, and I get, I feel like Hamby's generation, or even like younger now, they want to go with like it's got to be LeBron, and it's fair. It's just it's a different style of playing, but you know how I feel about it.
You do have Kobe and LeBron, like for depending on what if you didn't catch the Jordan era.
You had a little bit of everything because you had Kobe, LeBron, you had AI, which was like tatted up and everything. Like people hadn't really saw that besides Rodman. Like there was just in terms of. Like the game that you see today, I feel like the most influence might have came from when I was growing up.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Fair. I think that is fair. I think that's what happens too, by the way.
Yeah.
Now, baseball is different. Like Griffey would still be fine in today's era.
Sure.
Of baseball.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be Ohtani.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Right? Even more than anybody else. Ohtani's going to be the guy for the next generation to say, hey, look, I got to see Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
And as Casey would say, maybe someone better than Babe Ruth.
For sure.
I don't think people look at Shaq and the big guys like that. It's like pitchers, right? It's like I was thinking Pedro Martinez and Roger Clemens. Like those were huge names. Nolan Ryan I even got to see pitch a little bit, but not his heyday.
Shaq was a big deal. I mean, Shaq was a movie star. Shaq was a rapper. Shaq was one of the best players, not the best player at a time in the NBA. Like I can see Shaq a little bit.
I don't think we gravitate to people like Shaq because people know that the humans don't exist like that. Like you can't be like that.
Sure.
Or it's very hard to.
No one can.
I mean, you might be able to.
No, I'm not pulling that off.
Even Allen Iverson, as great as he is, he's not like 6'10".
Sure.
And some giant of a person. Michael Jordan, right? He looked. I mean, he kind of looked on the TV.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Or now he's 6, whatever, 7 or something.
Yeah.
He's still a big guy. Mm-hmm. A guy that you're not putting in this conversation, which is crazy to think about, but is Tiger.
Oh, yeah. Well, golf? Well, no, if you go golf, of course.
Yeah, but I think you can just go sports. He's the one guy that transcends sports. Mm-hmm. No golfer now is transcending sports. No. Even Scotty Scheffler. Mm-hmm. Right before it says Vince Carter, but I don't think he transcends. Yeah, but I don't think he transcends like that. I don't think he transcends to the casuals.
Like, you mean now?
Yeah, I even then. I think in real time
Brent.
he did.
Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, like, remember the whole Shocks camp? Like,
well, I think he transcends to the culture.
Nike lied about putting springs in their shoes simply because of Vince Carter went between the legs on a dunk contest. Like, that was an entire, like, see, because here's how I look at it. Like, I look at it from marketing, too. Like, I don't just look at it like what they're able to do on the court, how many championships they won. Like, yeah, that could mean something. But to me, it's more about just, like, style and, like, pop culture.
Yeah. Well, I get that, but I think there's a transcendence to it. And I just don't think people right? I don't think Vince Carter was transcending basketball fans.
Brent,
anybody's talking about basketball here with Vince Carter, they're talking about they're basketball fans. They're sneaker fans. They're locked into the culture of NBA basketball. To me, that doesn't. The other guys you mentioned, again, go to my grocery store test, and you can go ask them in line, and I don't think they're bringing up Vince Carter's name.
In terms of what?
That might be like who?
Okay.
At that time.
Okay. I mean, because I feel
they're not saying who Michael Jordan. They're not saying who Ken Griffey Jr. They're not saying who Wayne Gretzky. They're not like those names are just.
I feel like if you go to a grocery store and like once it depends on the age group we're talking about. Like does like Rona knows who Vince Carter is because I showed him the highlights, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think if you go to people like our age and you ask them, give me 5 basketball players that you remember growing up, I think Vince Carter's on that list. Like I think he was that possible. Like he was that popular, and he played in Canada, and he was that popular.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's very popular with the basketball culture. I'm trying to think of another example.
But he's very. It's the same reason why I have Mike Vick on my list because he was a highlight. Like
that's
highlights live in sports lore. Like people remember the highlights. Yeah. Like I remember. Like did Mike Vick ever win a Super Bowl? Was he even an All-Pro? I don't know. I mean, he might have been, but I'm not sure. But like, we remember Mike Vick because like he did things that we never saw before. I think people remember Vince Carter because you saw the Olympics. He literally jumped over a 7-foot European. We remember the dunk contest. We didn't know you could go between the legs and honey dip in the with the elbow. And once again, this is a basketball fan talking, but I feel like those highlights, everybody remembers those highlights.
Yeah, I think that part's interesting, and I also think even Mike Vick. I do feel that more. I do feel Mike Vick more because it felt transcendent with the just more kid, maybe just because the NFL feels more popular, but also because I think now, like you've heard of Mike Vick even in my grocery store test because of the dog stuff.
Sure.
Right? So therefore then you'd even see the highlights and the greatness almost of like, hey, like look how good of a quarterback he is, and then also look, he's in jail.
Sure.
So you get that. Like there's a whole generation of people that have no idea O.J. Simpson was a good football player.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Right? Until they saw him get.
I had to see the stat because he wasn't around my time.
Until they had to tell you about his greatness because this is why it's such a big story.
Yeah.
I just, and not that that always happens, but yeah, like I actually think YB400 brings up Marshall Faulk here. I feel like Faulk has a part of Vince Carter to me.
How many shoes did Marshall Faulk have?
Not the same way. I think he was. I think people loved Faulk in that 3 or 4 year window the way Carter did. Like if you loved football, if you loved Greatest Show on Turf, if you were into that sport, Marshall Faulk was like top of the world.
What's the defining Marshall Faulk highlight?
I have no idea. I mean, you're just, again, you're not getting away from, you like basketball.
But everybody knows, like, Vince Carter jumped over a 7-foot European. Like, you've seen
what
that.
Year?
What year?
Was it?
What does it matter? Like, everyone knows that video.
It?
Hamby, it was Vince Carter.
Yeah, like.
It was Vince Carter jumped over a 7-foot person.
I don't think everybody knows that.
Hamby, do you know that or not?
That he jumped over a 7-footer?
A European guy.
I didn't know he was European.
Well, okay. Do you know that he jumped over a 7-foot person?
Yes.
Okay. You've seen the video.
He doesn't want to say no. He has no idea.
No, I'm asking. Be serious, Hamby. Have you seen Vince Carter jump over a 7-foot person, like that highlight?
Yes.
Okay. Hamby, give me Marshall Faulk's best highlight that you remember him from.
This would be a total guess, but didn't he have a long touchdown run against the Titans?
In the Super Bowl? 99?
Was that the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean,
that was the year, yeah.
The year was 99 when the Titans lost by a yard.
You weren't born.
Yeah, I was not born for Marshall Faulk.
How old were you when Vince Carter was around?
Well, I was born in 2000, so.
Okay, so you weren't even, okay.
Most of that was just highlights that I've seen. No, I don't know.
And the prosecution rests. Live. How many Marshall Faulk highlights have you seen?
Well, I mean, I've watched a documentary on Kurt Warner and the Rams.
Oh, yeah?
So that's why. Other than that, it would probably be a handful.
Gotcha. So yeah, I think Vince Carter's above Marshall Faulk.
I'm not sitting here going to debate that. I'm just debating that I think it's more of a cultural, like, again, you're in that sport. You're in that culture of whatever that sport is at the time. Like, that exists. Like, again, I can remember 400 Tiger Woods highlights. You can remember 2. Like, that's the difference between you maybe loving basketball and remembering 12 Vince Carter things and me remembering the one dunk.
But I don't have to remember 100 Tiger Woods highlights because once again, Tiger Woods had his own video game. Like once again, he was on the cover of everything. Like when we talk about influence and like what it meant to your childhood, I don't got to point to, remember when Tiger hit the hole-in-one? Like it doesn't matter. I can just point to, all right, well, here's the video games, here's the clothing, like that all matters, I feel like, in terms of influence, in terms of a person that you point to. Hence why I point to Vince Carter as being that influential, because I can point to his shoes. I can point to his highlights. I can point to just, being big in pop culture. I can't do the same, really, I feel like, for Marshall Faulk.
Well, yeah, listen, the Faulk one might be a bad deal, but I just think there are other people like that are, I just don't think people would name Vince Carter the top 5.
Okay.
I don't even think they're coming close to it. Like, really. Like, I think you rattle off a lot of guys before you'd get to Vince Carter. That's me. I mean, I don't think, I'm trying to think of, like, I mean, AI won, the Shaq won, the, obviously the Jordan won, the Kobe won, the LeBron won,
But these are different. Like, if we're talking about from that era, though, I'm saying like from the 90s. Who we think about from the 90s? Or like early 2000s, I guess, but mostly 90s.
I think it's late 90s, early 2000s, because the shift goes from Bird, Magic, Jordan into then the Jordan.
So I'm going Kobe,
AI.
I'm going AI for sure.
Shaq.
I'm not like you can say Tim Duncan because he was great, but I'm not going Tim Duncan. Like I'm not going to show my son Tim Duncan highlights.
When is like the whole Penny Hardaway fad with?
That was early 90s.
That was early 90s.
Yeah. And once again, like I mean, you put Penny over Vince because like I get Penny had the shoes and he had the foam posits. He had Chris Rock in the commercials, but I would take Vince over Penny.
I actually, in my mind now, Penny was such a big guy coming out that I felt it was more of a flop. Like it's more, to me, it's more Zion Williamson than it is. I don't think it lived up to it.
Sure.
Where I think Vince Carter obviously played for 20 years. Like, I mean, he became, he's just a good player overall for a long time. I think Penny, I don't know, is that the view on Penny Hardaway for you? Like he was cultural, changing things. Wasn't he with like the Bugs Bunny stuff and everything else, right? Like he was part of that.
Yeah. I mean, well, because when it was him and Shaq, like the Magic were the kind of the cool team. You had the Bulls and then you had the Magic.
And they were that was early Shaq, early Hardaway. Yep. But wouldn't you say he disappointed?
I mean, in terms of like the notoriety that he got, like, did he ever live up to it? I mean, he didn't win a championship, but I don't think he like. Once again, I think if you go to a supermarket, I'm not sure if everyone's bringing up Penny Hardaway either.
Here's another good one. Like this is like I think there are two other guys that are interesting to me in this concept, like that aren't as big as some people think. I think these guys are cultural basketball people really love. Like a Tracy McGrady was just brought up.
T-Mac. Yeah.
Like, I don't know where he fits on your
T-Mac,
your line here.
Okay, so from a skill set standpoint, one of the best basketball players ever. Like, a one-on-one, nobody was stopping him. Like, there was a time where you can make an argument that he might have been the most dominant basketball player next to Kobe in the entire NBA. But I think in terms of longevity and everything, like, not winning a championship, I don't think he...
How about transcendent at all?
T-Mac?
Pop culture.
I mean, for me, he definitely was because I remember him. But like, is the next generations, are they going to appreciate what he's able to accomplish? Probably not.
Yeah, way under the radar.
He was OP in 2K back in the day.
Oh, he was ridiculous.
He was the best player.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have known that. But
him and Yao Ming.
That's right, the Rockets, man.
I'll give you another one that surprised me a lot, and I covered this guy in college for his 1 year, and I just I know like the basketball world has so much more like respect for his resume and performance and everything else than I felt it. Mm-hmm. But again, this might be me just not locked in on basketball, was Carmelo Anthony. Mm-hmm. Carmelo Anthony has this really good, tremendous, right? Unbelievable career.
He was my favorite player,
and
for a couple of seasons watching.
But he was
basketball.
Such a star coming out, right? Like I was in Albany at the time, so I covered him. They went through Albany, and it was a big deal. Carmelo Anthony.
Oh yeah,
huge.
My friend got a tattoo in some guy's kitchen with like Carmelo Anthony's like initial tattoo that he got when we were in high school. Yeah, like he was that big of a fan. I'm like, that's aggressive, but yeah, I appreciate it.
And I still think like basketball fans like really respect.
Yeah, because like in terms of score, okay, so here's the thing, right? Like we can say football, right? Like what makes you stand out in football? Well, you can be a running back, but you have to do things that we've never seen before. Like that's where Bo Jackson comes in. Now that's where Saquon for like the youth comes in.
There you go.
Right? Or I can say Mike Vick because I had never seen that before. When we talk about basketball, it's you got a couple of things. Either you can dunk it, either you can shoot it, or I guess you play solid defense, or you do a combination of all three.
Shaq massive.
Or you can score at will. Yeah, for sure. With Melo, I mean it's scoring, right? Like that's what he was. Like he wasn't known for his defense, obviously. He was a strict scorer, and scoring points, that can get you a lot of fandom in the NBA.
I wanted to look at Penny Hardaway, by the way. Second, the Rookie of the Year, couple MVP, like in the mix in his first couple seasons. Mm-hmm. All-Star 1, 2, 3, 4 times. That's about it.
Where'd he go? He went Magic, and then what was it?
Phoenix,
Suns.
And then to the Knicks, and finished in Miami. He actually
I don't remember him being the Knicks.
Played forever. Played for 17. No, I'm sorry. Played for 14 years. Some of that was traded in between.
Wow.
So, but he averaged 15 points a game in his career.
Yeah.
That's it. Mm-hmm. But he was like, again, early 90s coming out. See, I was collecting like football, baseball, basketball cards at that time. So he came out around the time Griffey.
Yeah.
And you had other guys too that were really sought at, like were supposed to be big stars, like Harold Miner. Seriously, he was supposed to be like this huge star and nothing. But I just always felt like Penny and the Shaq thing, it was big for, boom, like a few years. That was it, right? The early going. And then nothing.
I have a voice activated. I should talk to Casey about this. He would probably know more than anybody. I have a voice activated Penny doll that has Chris Rock's like his slogans. So when you pull it, it'll be Chris Rock talking as Penny. I really got it. It's at my mom's house. I wonder how much that's worth. Mint condition, by the way.
Is it in mint?
Oh, it's in great condition. Yeah, because it's like on its little stand just in like the spare bedroom, my mom's house.
So, just one more thought on Vince Carter for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Marshall Falk Jr. You mean?
So it doesn't matter to you that he went to. And you had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 All-Star games. Never finished in the top 10 in MVP.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, like I think he won Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
His rookie year.
Why do people watch basketball?
And he scored 16 points a game.
Why do people watch basketball? Do you think, like in terms of entertainment value?
Well,
what are they tuned in to
yes.
see? Well, more specifically, I think dunks. And if you want to say who the
at
best
that time specifically,
well, I still think now. Like, I mean, I think the reason why we don't tune into NBA All-Star Weekend anymore because like nobody cares and nobody wants to they want to dunk, but it's not like it doesn't mean anything. Like the ratings have been lower than ever because who's in the dunk contest now? There was a time where the dunk contest was like the must-see event.
Well, I think the dunk's watered down, though. That's why.
But this is my point. Like, because people want to tune in to see dunks. Like, dunks mean something. Like, highlights, you go on ESPN Top 10, it's going to be a dunk. So I think dunks are extremely influential in the sport of basketball. And I think the best dunker, arguably of all time, is Vince Carter. So in terms of influence, in terms of who I could point to and be like, hey, you got to check this out. Yeah, Vince Carter's on that list, regardless of how many points he scored, regardless of the MVP. Like, I think he was that influential in the sport of basketball.
And he might have been. He was to you.
I think he was to a lot of people.
Yeah, and probably a lot. Like
yeah.
I said, probably a lot. My question, by the way, to go back here is where was he transcendent? Can you go to the grocery store and go ask him? Yeah.
Well,
at the same time as Kobe's dunking and Michael Jordan's dunking, where people mentioning
guys weren't going
Vince
between
Carter dunking
because guys weren't going between the legs like Vince. Like Vince Carter changed. Like it's like Vince Carter was to dunking what Steph Curry is to 3-point shooting. Sure, we may have all seen it before. We grew up with Reggie Miller. We grew up with Ray Allen. But then all of a sudden Steph Curry comes on the court, and we had never seen that before. It's the same thing with Vince Carter. Yeah, we grew up with MJ from the free throw line. Yeah, he grew up with Chocolate Thunder. Yeah, he grew up with all these great guys. But then when Vince Carter jumps over a 7-footer, when he goes between the legs, a 360 honey dip, like we had never seen that before.
Yeah.
And that, I think, in terms of sports, have something you've never seen before, that's transcendent. Over points, over MVPs, over everything.
You know he's cousins with Tracy McGrady?
Yes, I didn't know that.
Maybe I knew that at one time. Don't remember that. What's more iconic dunk? Any of the dunks you just mentioned about Vince Carter or the free throw line dunk from Jordan?
I mean, once again, like I'm biased, I guess apparently, but like to me, it's between the legs because like the Raptors based their logo off it. Now, granted, Jordan based his whole logo off it, but
they're both logo dunks, I guess.
To me, I just think it was the perfect time because it was just so out of this world. Like, Jordan was crazy because it's like, wow, the guy's got athleticism. Vince Carter's dunk was like, I didn't know you could do that. Like, I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. Do you think we'll now get to, I don't know how you got on this topic. Was it somehow Travis Hunter?
No, we were talking about the influential, like telling your kids, when you're growing up, who's the most influential.
Though. Yeah. Oh, because somebody, I think so, the chat brought up some Travis Hunter stuff. Like, is Travis Hunter going to be?
Yeah.
He could be that guy.
Could he be that?
Sure.
But to your point, then you have to have some iconic play.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the play, not just playing both sides. You have to have some, I think, a look or a feel. Like Dion, I don't know. I mean,
that's what Saquon's will be last year.
Well, I was going to get to that. Like Saquon,
you have to have the play.
I mean, first of all, he had a 2,000-yard season too. Like he was supposed to be awesome coming out, but he was really good. Now that he has this iconic play. So I think, like, even if he doesn't end up top 20 all time in rushing yards, people are now going to link Saquon to
a great.
Yeah, but see, like, once again, like, this is up for interpretation, but it can mean a lot of things. It can mean the highlight play. It can mean just championships. Like, look at Tom Brady. A lot of kids, younger than me, I say kids like I'm a kid, but, a lot of people younger than me are going to go, yeah, Tom Brady. Like, that was the guy. And rightfully so. But it wasn't like you watched a Tom Brady game and did he do anything that we haven't seen before in terms of that game. Okay, yeah, he throws a football.
Zero highlights.
Is he running for 200 yards a game? No. Is he stiff-arming people? No. Is he reverse hurling like Saquon? No. But, hey, the guy's got a lot of Super Bowls, right? So that makes him transcendent. There's different avenues that you can go to get to transcendence. Man, that was good. There's different avenues you can go to get to transcendence. Right there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, you're really just talking about greatness. I mean, again, greatness for Tom Brady is longevity and winning and consistency, and a lot of the greats we feel. I mean, Joe Montana was that way. They end up becoming iconic plays in their own right because they will have some things. But I was thinking the Deion too. Like, do we know Deion, like, his stats? Right? Do we know he is great on offense, great on defense? Oh, I think we know that he played offense and defense. We know his persona. We know the high step down the sideline. That's exactly what I was going to say, by the way, more than anything on offense.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Now, you're a Braves fan, whatever. Like, I don't know the baseball stuff. We know what happened, right? But we know the persona way more. Like, do you have any idea Deion Sanders' stats?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I'd look him up and be good or not.
Yeah, doesn't matter, man.
But I do think he's transcendent from just a personality.
But to be fair, too, like, stats won't tell the whole story in terms of playing corner. Like, some of the greatest corners, I feel like, in the NFL history probably don't have the best stats.
Well, no, you're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best don't.
Mm-hmm.
Darrelle Revis.
Mm-hmm.
It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if I don't know what Travis Hunter will have to do then, because I don't think he's going to be as promotional as Sanders.
I disagree just because I think Travis Hunter promotes himself. I think his personality, the way that he approaches the game of football, is the promotion. Like, going on Twitch, going in all these, like, once again, this is far below what I know what's going on, but, like, going in whatever these big time streamers that Casey can tell you all about, like, that's the promotion. Promotion's different now.
It is different now. That's where it's hard to say. But is he going to end? You still have to end up in commercials and stuff. Don't you? I would think.
No, because I think, like, once again, if we're talking about being transcendent and, like, despite what we think about it, it's about what the next generations are going to deem him as.
Yeah.
And I think if you're in the air, because every kid now, my son included, he's on Twitch, he's watching all these streams. Not watching this stream because he's at school, obviously. We should change that. But he's watching all the streams and everything. Like, I think he can be. He doesn't need, the look at me campaign. Like, you remember, like, Griffey and Bo Jackson and Jordan. Like, I think he's doing okay with what he's doing.
I do too, but I still think the people that are most transcendent are in commercials and everywhere else because you hit every demographic. Like, that's what transcendent is, not just like one demographic. Like,
how many commercials was Tony Hawk in? Like, he had a video game.
Yeah.
But he changed the.
I bet he was in commercials. He wasn't.
I don't remember Tony Hawk commercial. I remember the video game. I remember the 900, and, like, he put skateboarding on the map because of one trick.
Yeah, and I think old people though could see him on, like, the Today Show.
Now he's, like, podcasting, doing all this stuff now.
Yeah, but in the heyday, I mean, what is this, right? Or now you had the X Games all of a sudden because that came the popularity of the X Games on ESPN. Mm-hmm. Where then you're referencing Tony Hawk, video games, obviously.
Yeah.
So you're seeing him in all these different categories. Like, that's what transcendent to me is. Like, you've got to hit a bunch of different demographics. You got to, like I said, might not these days have to hit the grocery store line because people aren't looking at magazines like that.
Yeah.
But you still have to reach those people. Like, my mom going to know who Travis Hunter is?
If he plays good on offense and defense and she follows football, then yeah, she will. Because, once again, there's a lot of ways to get to transcendence, but a great way is to do something that we've never seen before. And in my lifetime, I've never seen a football. I mean, there was Dion, but like not to this extent. I've never seen a football player before be a dominant wide receiver and a cornerback in the same game. So if he's able to accomplish that, then yes, congratulations, Travis Hunter. You've reached transcendence.
Yeah. We'll see if he does. He's these guys think, again, I think a lot of people, let's see, Travis blew up for helping a lady in the airplane. Hey, there you go. That's a good one. I think that's actually really good. Like, that's how people now know Travis Hunter, that lady, quite frankly, who will come to a Jags game, knows that smile, that personality, that person that now will watch and now will buy our grandkids like the number 12 jersey. I mean, it happens in various ways. But I think that's actually a really good point of how it could happen for him. But he's going to have to play well.
Yeah, but to be fair, I feel like if Ted McMillan does it, we're not even talking about it. And that's not just from a local standpoint. I think that's just from a national standpoint. Like, that shows you the star power already of Travis Hunter.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's a good point. Gosh, hating on Marshall Faulk, though.
It was such a left field pull, Brent. Came out of nowhere,
just was
man.
in the chat.
We weren't ready for that. We weren't ready for that one. Try to compare Marshall Faulk to Vince Carter. Shame on you, man. Shame on you.
That's probably a bad comp.
We're good.
That wasn't really a little out of context, really, the way you took it, but that's okay. I won't digress. Tuesday lineup. We should get to camp. We got a fight. Little fight camp.
Get it.
We got either Olivia Tasley's either cheerleading Parker Washington now and has him on her fantasy team.
There we go.
Or Parker Washington is like
He made another play.
like an all-time practice player.
Dude's legit.
Florida's number 15 in the country, and I'm not sure I get it. Plus Wyatt Milum conversation all on the way on the Brent Austin Show.
The moment you bite into a Mason's Famous Lobster Roll, nothing is the same. Suddenly, it's 5 a.m., and you're boarding a lobster boat in Maine, heading out to check your traps, keeping only the best, just like it's been done for nearly a century. Because you can't taste lobster this good without it changing you for good. Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls, from the waters of Maine.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning and mostly all day. Remember,
If you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter.
Right now, you can get a free Kinetico reverse osmosis system with the purchase of a Kinetico Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Kinetico water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Kinetico dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with the inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon, and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Hey, welcome back here, Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Jason Hamby, and that's the back of the head of Rich Jones. Looking good.
Is that a bald spot there?
Hey, looking good. No, man. You're money, dude.
Fresh cut.
You're money,
Yeah,
man.
that's exactly.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, guys.
How you doing,
Thanks for
man? Long
inviting
time
me
no
in.
see.
I don't
know
get to
it.
come in here that often.
Yeah,
at
we're
all.
kind
heck
of
are you?
the other side of town over here.
I know.
Across the tracks over here, Rich. You know what I'm saying?
Your key card works coming over here? Or did you have to
Somehow
knock?
it did. I think it's because I'm wearing a Child Cancer Fund T-shirt.
Ah,
so,
gotcha.
I mean, who's going to say, no, you can't come over here,
That's
right?
a fair point. My key card still works. I wander over there once in a while. Or when the parking lot's full.
Sure. I don't think mine works. Mine doesn't work anywhere past like 5 o'clock. They close it off for me or whatever.
Oh,
reason.
really?
Yeah, so when we do the scrap house, I have to go to the side entrance and they have to let me in.
I didn't know that.
That's okay.
You've
yeah.
got certain hours.
I have certain hours here. Yeah.
Well,
don't want to work too much. You know.
I mean,
Rich?
there is a legacy that you left behind.
Of course, man. Of course.
So what's happening, Rich Jones? Haven't seen you in a while, man.
It has been crazy busy, not just in the news world, but in advance of what is awesome work in our community. And it's really the way that the community steps up every year, and that's for our annual carathon. 11 years now, man. Can you believe it? It's been 11 years.
So he's done a carathon for 11 years.
I know.
Child Cancer Fund has been around for 3 decades, obviously. Yeah. Your shirt says that. How did you get involved with it? Why do you, I mean, because this is your baby now here, at least, you know, in this building, and raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for carathon. How did that start?
It really started with just a meeting because Child Cancer Fund was a 20-year-old organization and, you know, helped families with their non-medical expenses. Obviously, people who are watching the show and listening in are probably well aware of the J Fund. It's very similar in a lot of different ways because families come to these kinds of organizations, whether it's the J Fund, Dreams Come True. Child Cancer Fund, smaller organization, family-led, community-driven, and about 20 years in, they came to us as an organization and we're trying to get some help in raising their awareness, raising their profile. And so we were just in a meeting and brainstorming literally ways that we can help, you know, bring a little bit more attention through the news media and through some of what we do on 104.5 FM and here at Cox Media Group. And the idea for a radiothon came up. Our partner stations up in Atlanta have done something called Carathon. So best ideas in radio are usually stolen and then just kind of remodified and whatnot.
Not just radio.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So we reached out to our partner stations up up at WSB and said, well, what would this look like? How could we do something like that here in Jacksonville? And so we just kind of created it. And we were just reflecting on this the other day. When we did the first year, there were like 2 or 3 of us at the radio station who were working on this thing, and we said, we've never done anything like this on the air. What might we do in terms of a goal? Do we set a goal? What are we going to raise? I said, I'd be happy if we raised $25,000.
Sure.
Wow. That first year we raised $127,000. Wow. So we knew we were onto something because of the stories that the families were telling us over and over again. But it started with a brainstorm and kind of a need, and pediatric cancer, cancer in general, we've all been impacted in so many different ways. And with young ones now, 11 years ago, they were much, much younger. And so it stuck with me. And then I met 2 young ladies at one of the big fundraisers that Child Cancer Fund does every year, which now Carathon is their biggest single fundraiser. That's a little humble brag on us. But anyway,
there you go.
So I met these young ladies, and they were just talking about what the Child Cancer Fund meant, what the child life specialist, Miss Jolly, this woman who is there for all the treatment for these kids, what her position meant. And her position is funded directly through donations to the Child Cancer Fund. And that position will always be there because it's a restricted fund. And they almost made it sound like they were happy to have gone through that journey. And I'm thinking, who is happy about cancer at any age? Yeah. But the experience that they went through really stuck with them. And at that moment, I'm like, I'm in. This is a journey that if we can help make the journey a little bit easier for these kids so that they can look back on it when they were 19 months old or 9 years old or 19 years old, and they can look back on it fondly and say that they got something positive out of it. And if we can be a small part of that, then it's worthwhile.
And Rich, when you say a small part of it, I mean, I've worked this, for a few years, and I mean, when I played for the Jaguars, I visited a children's hospital, and it's funny that you're wearing that shirt because I remember that, like the yellow logo right there. I had that in my shoe one year, my cleats, because a little girl, Lily, gave it to me and she said, this is going to bring you luck. So I wore it for every single game, and it brought me some luck and everything. But where's this money going to go, Rich? Like exactly, if people want to donate, log on, if they want to call in, where's the money going?
So it is staying, first of all, local, and it goes to really help. Think about all of the non-medical expenses you face when you have to take your son into the pediatrician. So you got to pay for the gas to get there. Well, now you got to go to treatment every week for 6 months, maybe multiple times a week. There are families that drive in from Georgia, from Lake City, from Central Florida. Any family going through treatment here at Nemours, if they have a non-medical expense, then they can reach out to the Child Cancer Fund, and the Child Cancer Fund is able to help them with that. So think of your JEA bill. We just heard a story yesterday from a woman years ago now. Her son's 25 and thriving, but she had to drive in from Brunswick every day when her son was in for treatment, and all the other bills went by the wayside. And she got stopped by a police officer, and he asked for the license and registration, and she fell behind on her registration. She didn't have it. Thank God she wasn't arrested. She got to clinic, and by the time that treatment was over, and she was pretty upset about it, so she was talking to the nurses and the child life specialist. By the time that treatment was over, her insurance was paid for 6 months, thanks to some donor that's out there. So the Child Cancer Fund is able to meet a family based on where their need is. Think of the backpacks that the kid will need to have for the IV treatment. So it can be a really cool looking backpack, for example, for the times you got to get chemo put into your body. Sending kids to Camp Boggy Creek, which is a health specific camp in Central Florida that these kids get to go to. Tutoring assistance, which is critical for the kids. So basically all non-medical expenses. Unfortunately, we can't meet the medical expenses at this time. We hope to be able to get there at some point through fundraising. But right now it's those non-medical expenses. And all those dollars stay in Northeast Florida. We're not finding a cure. We're giving the families just a little bit of encouragement, hope, and making the process a little bit easier for them.
And I think that's the biggest, driving home point here too, is like it's not only the kids going through something, but the families. And the investment and just the time, effort, and energy that they have to go through as well. So.
And I love the word investment that you say, because you really are making an investment now, and you're putting a down payment on the next family that unfortunately gets the diagnosis. In Northeast Florida, guys, every year between 80 and 120 kids get the diagnosis, and those siblings are along for the ride as well. And you've got 2. If Ty is sick, then the other one is, forgotten about, and vice versa. And that can happen with our 3. If one is down for the count with a cold, all the attention. Now think of 2 years of cancer treatment. Those poor siblings, get to experience fun things thanks to the donations that come into the Child Cancer Fund, whether it's through events or some of the other things that happen through the year.
Well, Friday and Saturday are going to be the big days here, right? And I mean, what is the best way? Obviously, 104.5 WOKV. I know Action News Jax does a lot with this as well on Friday specifically, and probably into Saturday. What's the easiest way to kind of help out, and what are you going to be pushing, numbers and websites?
Easiest thing that you can do right now if you want to learn more about Child Cancer Fund is childcancerfund.org. If you go to WOKV.com, you can see the Carathon logo there. We've got some stories just to kind of lay the background. If you are aware of Carathon, and I think it has name recognition in the community, and the mayor's going to be on with us, the sheriff's going to be there. We've appealed to Josh Hines Allen, and we've documented Wesley's journey, and he has been through treatment. Josh and the Allen family is fine financially.
Yes.
But you know that Wesley, every time he goes in for treatment at Nemours and he's watching DVDs or he's playing games or he's having snacks, all of that was donated by the Child Cancer Fund. So even though his medical expenses are cared for thanks to Josh, Child Cancer Fund and local donors are still helping the family in their journey. So to your question, childcancerfund.org, you can learn more. You can make a secure online donation. You could be a recurring monthly donor. A lot of people do that, $25 a month, and you kind of set it and forget it, but you're impacting families through the course of the year. Friday, we'll be on the air starting at 5 in the morning on 104.5 FM. If you'd like to listen, and if a story inspires you, we would certainly appreciate a call. I'm going to memorize a number, 855-636-6877. Did I nail it?
You did.
I've done it for 10 years. I just should know it now.
Or text WOKV, 7070.
And that is active now, by the way. So if you want to, and if you're moved to text WOKV to 707070, that will send a link to you to make an online donation. That's not going to take $15 out of your account. You will make your pledge at that point.
Yeah,
or if you're a business and you want to sponsor, give us a call. We would love to hear from you.
This is, you said something earlier, and I guess we can kind of end with this. You brought up Josh Hines Allen. Obviously, we sat down with him and talked to him at length about his son Wesley's journey. And I think when you talk about, obviously, these dollars really matter, right? Dollars matter in a lot of different ways, whether people are doing research or helping families out and assistance and all the ways that you just said. But I think the dollars equal love as well. And I think that's what hit me when I talked to Josh, is he was struck by the people. He's fine. They're fine in terms of the care and the affection and the dollars part. But he noticed so many people aren't, right? They don't have, other people have to go to work, and that kid's there all day and battling and doesn't have people visiting like every hour of the day or playing games or whatever else. And he even brought up, like, so the kids, oddly enough, as you pointed out, sometimes have like I don't want to say really good experience, but a positive experience that they think about because they're getting treatment and everything, but they also remember the people, I think you said Miss Jolly, and other folks that he said Wesley was like, what do you mean we're not going back? I don't have to go back because they made it that positive of an experience, right? For someone going through a very bad thing, right, and battling for their life in so many respects. So that struck me, your story, but also hearing that from Josh when he referenced that with Wesley, like, and I kind of get that, right? Like if you're into really good, it's like I remember the good stuff about it. But this is where that good stuff comes from.
I think
like things like this Friday and Saturday.
What I love about our community and what I love about organizations like the Child Cancer Fund is, and I hear it over and over and over again from families, including the CEO of the organization whose son Graham is a child cancer survivor. You never want to be in that fraternity, but once you're in it for good. The organization, the donors, and the community won't let go. You will not be forgotten. You won't be left behind no matter how your journey ends. And that really stands out. And the other thing that stands out is another family said, by making a donation, you're telling that family, we see you and we care. So that's when we say no amount is too small. No amount is too small. Families will bawl their eyes out at a $5 donation. Obviously, we'd love a $50,000 donation, but a $5 donation tells the family in our community, we see you. We're here to make the path a little bit easier. And this is maybe all I can do right now, but I got your back.
Well, keep this in mind, too, as you're telling me over the 11 years, how much this place has grown in 11 years, which means there are a lot more people impacted, too, right, that are going through this, which, again, the dollars raised. 350,000 plus last year, trying to eclipse that this year.
Just want to beat it by $1. That's the goal.
I think you're going to
by $1.
I think you're going to do it. Rich Jones from WOKV.
You have auction items, by the way. You have experiences.
That's right, we do. You can auction. What did we do? A day with us?
A day with
you just
you
missed
here.
the first 40 minutes. I almost got beat up by Austin just talking about Vince Carter.
Oh, no, we're good, man. No, it was all good.
I was watching along.
Occasionally
That
happens.
was Brent's own doing. It was my fault. You try to compare Marshall Falk to Vince Carter, but go ahead, Brent.
We've got an auction at WOKV.com where you find the Carathon logo, and the auction will be open through next week, Monday. And so we've got a day here with Brent and Austin. We've got a day on the set with you and Dan on Action News Jack Sunday, and then a Dream 18 experience event as well.
There you go. Get in.
And every winning bid is a donation to the Child Cancer Fund. And maybe if we get a big number, you and I can shave our heads on this broadcast.
Woo!
Maybe if we get a big round number.
Rich, to be fair,
would that look
I was once offered $50,000 to shave my head in the locker room. I didn't do it. So
You didn't do it for
yeah.
What
But
if- what
I
if
can
we raised-
donate though. Some.
What if we raised
Had to
$500,000?
go the eyebrows, right? That was the eyebrow store.
Oh, the eyebrow store, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to shave your eyebrows with me?
I would
Rich?
do that. If we
Woo.
raised $500,000 in the Carathon,
Woo.
I would do it.
Shave some
Do
eyebrows?
you have something like that on the line here?
Not yet, but there's talk of it.
Okay. Right now, exclusive.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You guys are the
Breaking.
breaking
We
news.
wouldn't have to worry about that. That bald spot. we
Nope,
wouldn't be
you
doing.
wouldn't have
You're
to
gonna
worry
do
about that.
Go get that $500,000. That would be good. Hey, good luck. Great
Thank
work.
you.
And
Thanks for the support.
Once again, go on there and see all the auction items, not just ours, but hopefully help in any way you can. And will be great if you can. Carathon 2025. The number, Rich?
855-636-6877, but truly the easiest way, make that secure online donation or becoming a recurring donor at childcancerfund.org. Maybe at $500,000 I'd step in the ring with you.
Oh, let's go, man.
I would
Brent,
run out.
I don't have the heart to punch you, Brent, all day. But Rich, we've broken bread over football games before, man. Come on now, man. We've broken bread before. I can't punch you in the face, man.
You missed that hug.
He's
we
invited me to his house. Hey, Brent, I've never been to your house. I've been to Rich's house a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
It's all
Rich
good,
has been
though.
to my house.
Okay. Well, then I'll take the hint.
Boy, I just
You got it, man.
We watched Marshall Falk highlights.
You got it, man.
We watched Marshall Falk highlights.
Can't
And
wait,
Larry
man.
Bird.
Can't wait. All two of them. Can't wait. Gonna be a short stay.
Thanks, Rich. Check in with the Jags when we come back on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so Stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Oh, what is this?
Cool, man.
Look at that.
I got a bone.
You got a. What?
Are you going to pick it, or what are you going to do with it?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to pick it.
You're going to bury it.
And I have a feeling that you've got one, too, here, Austin.
Okay. Hit me with it. What do you got?
Well, what sticks out here?
What are you wearing?
It's a collared shirt.
I mean, what are we doing here?
What do you mean?
Why do you have to do that?
Because it's a Jaguars show.
What's the
Because the what?
What's Pete wearing?
Oh, white T-shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
rolls for thee, but not for me, Austin.
Say what?
How are you not pissed?
Fine, man.
He's playing the game right now.
Play. Hey. You know.
They shouldn't make you wear a polo shirt. A golf
Fine.
shirt.
It's a Jaguars shirt. Like, I don't mind wearing a
They can get you a cooler looking one.
Okay, I have 5 of them they gave me. So
you're wear a polo every time.
Hey, can we go to the sidelines of what Brent wore for the first Jaguars preseason game?
Was it the same shirt?
Yeah, it is the same shirt.
Oh, okay then.
Okay, wait a minute. No.
Okay.
No, time out. When you signed this deal with the Jags to do Monday happy hour and pregame show,
Yeah.
you have to bring over the
Because I don't see you wearing that Jaguars polo on the show or anything, or in public. I just see you wearing the Jaguars polo when you have to do your job.
This is the sticky note you started this whole deal with years ago.
Sure.
Be you.
Yeah.
I wear polo shirts sometimes.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay. When it's called upon, I have to wear it.
Uniform.
Hey, do I wear suits? Hell no. But when I went to Hamby's wedding, or I tried to go to Hamby's wedding, I was
We
wearing
still
a
don't
suit.
have proof. We don't have a picture.
We have no idea what
Dude,
you look like that day.
You may or may not. I'm telling you here, Hamby, you gotta trust me on this one. Okay, I was a sweaty. Like seriously, if I wouldn't have if I would have been in gym shorts and just like a sleeveless T-shirt, and then I would have had this suit in the back, I would have just pulled up to the wedding and changed like in a bathroom. But seeing how I was wearing this suit when my car died, like, dude, like it was impossible. Like, I was soaked through, like, not soaked through like the dress shirt, like soaked through like the suit coat too. It was so bad. It was so bad.
How many? All right, over under how long it takes for Austen to non-comply? Because obviously Pete's been doing the show for a long time.
Well,
and he doesn't give a damn about complying with what PCAV and DeCandis and those guys put together for you here.
So if you watch the Jaguars pregame show, I'm sure you didn't, Brent, because you're working too, competition, and then you probably were busy last night too. It's the first thing that I brought up early on the show was having to wear a polo shirt and complaining about it.
Oh, really?
So it wasn't like I wasn't true to myself. I still brought up the fact that you guys got me wearing a polo shirt on here, and it is what it is. So
that's impressive.
Yeah, I still brought it up.
That you were able to do it.
Mentioned you too, Brent.
Oh, well, that's good.
Called you Trent, though.
Trent?
So, yeah, because I'm like, I said, I'm not sure what the rules are, but rhymes with Trent. Yeah.
I love
and then they said Trent Bulky. I'm like, we can't say that in the show.
I love how you sub a letter every time.
Oh, I know, man. This is one letter.
Begging in Boston.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Trent.
Yeah.
Can you come up with something different than Trent, though?
Rhymes with Trent? What else rhymes with Brent? And go. See, Brent, I'm freestyling. It's Trent. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's really not a lot there, right?
Trent.
It's not a lot.
Spent? I don't know, because you got the R. Sorry, man.
Just rent.
Rent.
Take the letter away.
Yeah.
Rent.
Mm-hmm.
How's the show going?
Great.
I listened actually for a little bit.
Oh, good.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, they accused me of talking smack about Eric Armstead already, so that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw something. I think I saw something out that.
Here's my thought.
Who accused you of doing that?
Oh, Pete.
Oh,
Pete and JP are like drumming it up now. Like, I'm already going against the organization. But here's my thoughts about it, because we have no idea what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I feel like you're doing Eric Armstead a disservice if you're the Jacksonville Jaguars, because if he's truly hurt, then come out and say it. Because we have nothing to go off of besides a narrative of that he has a back issue. Well, Jaguars fans have PTSD with back issues.
Yeah.
Okay? And then
especially one that came about where it wasn't even really practicing a bunch.
Of
anyway,
course,
right? So.
And I think a regime now that really drives home the point of being transparent and taking us behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Why can't we see what's going on with this thing? Because I think it helps Eric Armstead out. If he's truly hurt, then go out and say he's truly hurt. Because all we have to go off is speculation right now. And if he's not truly hurt, well, then here we are. Then we're questioning, well, why isn't he playing? So I feel like you have nothing to lose by coming out and saying what's exactly going on. And if I'm Eric Armstead, and we're talking about the modern era NFL athlete, if I'm truly hurt, then I'm going to put out a tweet and say, hey, I'm truly hurt.
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad call. I mean, the guy has done a podcast and can clear it. Now, this is a fascinating topic in a lot of ways. I don't have the PTSD, quite frankly, of the Jalen Ramsey stuff on this. Like, I don't think that. I would call me not only sunshine and rainbows sometimes, but a little naive in this, where my mind doesn't want to go there, I guess is what I'm getting at. Like, I want to be as fair as I can to the player more than anything else and say, I don't think that's what this is.
Right.
I don't see him demanding a trade or asking a trade, but you can't put it out of the, you can't, I guess, rule it out. It's not top of mind, but you can't rule those kind of things out because we've seen it, and we see it a lot. Like, I mean, we've got guys sitting out camp right now all over the place. So we just don't know what the situation is. And what happens when you don't have some of the transparency, to your point, and this organization in the last 6 months has been awesome.
Of course.
Awesome at it.
Yes.
I mean, it's been so refreshing on so many levels. And I do get the injury stuff. They're obviously playing a little bit silent on the Tyson Campbell right now.
Cool,
they say day to day,
Sure.
but they're not saying exactly. We don't even know if he's got a headache or if he's got a calf injury or what. We have no idea. And that's their prerogative this time of year. And that's okay. But when you don't have transparency, this is what we always begged for. Then you start getting like rumors.
Right.
And then you have, I mean, whether it's shows like ours or anybody's or just Twitter in general, you're trying to figure it out.
Yep.
And you're kind of like, okay, well, what could it be?
And
Is
you
he
get to
really pissed off?
conspiracies.
Is he going to get traded? Are they even going to have him this year? Like, all these things start to, you wonder, because there's no definitive anything from anybody about what the hell is happening here with Eric Armstead, to your point. So I think Is it dangerous? I don't know if the organization really gives a damn, quite frankly, if that stuff is going on.
That's Austin's point, is Eric Armstead should give it. Like, he should be the one who's like, hey, can y'all help me out a little bit?
And he doesn't have a ton of equity built up in this situation in Jacksonville.
No, for
sure. In the league he does, but not in Jacksonville.
But this is the whole thing, Brent, and this is what I've been so complimentary about this regime since they got here. They're propping their players up. They're helping their players out. It doesn't help Eric Armstead out if he's truly hurt and you don't come out and say something.
Yeah.
If we're just supposed to wait and see, okay, I guess it's a back and maybe he'll be back next week, but we haven't seen him at practice. Like, because all we have to do, because listen, it's our job to talk about this stuff.
Absolutely. It's a big deal.
It's our job to speculate this stuff because it's all we have to go off of. Like, Liam Cohn wants to come in, after the preseason game, the press conference, and talk about every single play and break it down verbatim and we had this call. That's great. We haven't got that. That's refreshing. But also your MO has been to help out players, to prop up players, to champion players. If that's the case, then tell us what's going on. So if he truly is hurt, I can stop talking about and questioning what's up with Eric Armstead.
Yeah.
And the fact that they aren't doing it, that's why it makes me more nervous, Brent. Because I feel like they would come out and say something if he was truly hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, or it'd be like a week-to-week thing. Like the Ransaw stuff and other things. Now, we don't get updates daily, but the one thing that they have said about guys, they'll even say Tyson Campbell, now maybe we're not asking enough out there every day, and they would give us a little bit more. So maybe that's a little bit on everybody, at the podium and asking questions. I don't know how much it's being asked because it's right in the middle of our show all the time. But I think... you're right. Ransaw week to week, so-and-so day to day. You do at least get that. It's pretty obvious the Jags don't want to give injury stuff right now. And again, that is their prerogative. A lot of teams are going that way. It was something
That's the rule, man. Rules is
something
rules.
new this year. I don't know how much this was even said during the broadcast or maybe on the radio side or whatever else. But really, for the first time since I can remember, they're not even doing injury updates in the game. In the preseason.
Yeah.
And that's new. But apparently that's a trend in the league because you just don't have to. So it's like, hey, so-and-so got banged up. Like, I'm not even reporting that on the sideline. They're not telling us that. They're just, and they don't have to. They'll update it like on a Monday instead once they get more information on everything, but not in real time. Now, during the year, you have to report. Like, you have to do it.
Of course.
Again, this is just part of it right now, which gives them flexibility to do this with Eric Armstead as well. But I think the bigger curiosity, well, not the bigger, but part of this whole deal with Armstead, that you start adding up pieces, is one, you'll hear rumblings, and I'm not going to spit out rumblings that you hear because I don't know how true they are. But that's what happens. Everybody hears a little something. Do some people have an agenda when they're sharing that something or not? You don't know. Who knows? You don't see him a lot. I think today they said he was off to the side. They saw him out there, but some days you'll go out there, you don't even see him. I have no idea if he's even in the building. I mean, he could be, he probably is, but you don't. I don't think he was down on the sideline yet. I couldn't find him, which means I think he was probably up in the suite, which a lot of injured players go up there during games in the regular season. But I kind of thought during the preseason that he might be on the sideline. It's a busy sideline, though. And if you do have a back injury and you're 6'8", I don't know if you want to stand up the whole game as well. So there might be something to do with that. But again, you've got me asking the questions.
Of course.
Right? Because, where...
Isn't this guy supposed to be a pretty big deal on this defensive line?
So huge.
Aren't you supposed to count on him?
That's the thing. Because of how little of an impact he made last year, it's almost watered down. We forget that it's a big deal because he's the fourth highest paid Jag.
Well, yeah.
And that's because that's the responsibility when there's the money involved. We don't treat him as big of a deal, I don't think, as Trayvon Walker. He's making a lot more money than Trayvon Walker is. He's only behind, obviously, Trevor and Josh and Tyson. And he's right behind him as the fourth highest paid Jaguar on this team. And because he didn't make the biggest impact, we probably don't think of that money like that. But that's why it's such a big deal. It's because of the dollars, not necessarily because of the play.
So I brought this up last night. The reason why Eric Armstead's in Jacksonville is because of Trent Baalke.
Yeah.
Okay? Trent Baalke brought him here. Trent Baalke's gone. Ryan Nielsen is gone. Doug Peterson is gone. And these new guys that came in, like, it's not just like, okay, you're Eric Armstead from San Francisco, you know, you have some numbers, you're great. Like, okay, yeah, you're fine, just do whatever you want. Like, that's not how it works in the NFL. Especially after last season, I get you put out a position, but the stats don't speak for how much you're getting paid. So then you have this new regime come in. You owe them everything. It's your job to go out there and say, hey, I can still do this damn thing.
Yeah.
They're not just going to be like, oh, okay, well, it's fine. It's Eric Armstead. Like, we don't know anything really about him. We were here last year, but yeah, we trust it. That's not how it works. So, like, this is why I'm questioning everything, because if you're a little banged up here or there, I feel like an agent, anybody would say, dude, you kind of got to go out there and show them that you can still play at a high level because they're counting on you and you're getting paid this much money. So get out there.
$15 million.
Exactly. So, like, that leads me to believe, okay, well, then maybe he is truly hurt. But then if that's the case, like, if you're the Jaguars organization, you know people are talking about this, right? Like, this is one of the big storylines. It's not as big as, like, who's calling the plays from last year, but it's starting to crescendo into that point. Because
getting bigger and bigger.
Because Mason Smith is nowhere to be seen, but we know that, like, he's trying to come back, right? He's week to week. So it's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the way to just squash it right now is to come out and say, here's what's happening.
Well, I got two things on this. Real MBB replies and says, Eric Armstead is here on the Hugh Douglas vacation package. Just face it. See, now this is what you get. You get these kind of comments. But here's what the just face it part is hard for me. Because in my mind, and again, this might be me being naive about these kind of situations, the guy is the Walter Payton Man of the Year. And he's taking a vacation. This isn't, to me, Aaron Ross or Hugh Douglas or whatever. This is a dude that's like a good pro. Like, so for me to get from good pro, that's part of the reason you bring him here. Again, if you ask guys last year, they will say he did impact locker room more than other people on the outside think. So I'm really trying to be as fair as possible to Eric here and say, this is supposed to be, like, he's a good dude, everybody says. Now, did we have high expectations of Calais Campbell coming in? Maybe. But for me to just sit here and say he's screwing the organization and just whatever, like, Hugh Douglas vacation pack, like, I'm not going there, man.
Okay,
I can't get, at least in my mind, I can't get there, but I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here and say he wouldn't do that.
Okay, but Brett,
right?
Then let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He is Walter Payton Man of the Year. We think he is a solid dude. Then why isn't the organization taking note and telling us what's going on? Because if you go on, and once again, I get social media doesn't run the show, but James Gladstone said it himself. It's sports entertainment. Everyone's talking about this right now, and it's not in a positive light. So then if you're the organization and you're trying to have the Walter Payton Man of the Year's back, why not come out and say what's going on?
Yeah.
Why let him get lambasted through Twitter threads, through radio shows, because we don't know what's going on?
Yeah, they might have to address it soon. I'm going to get to my second point in a moment. Let me just, Real MBB just responded. He said, you can be a good dude, but that doesn't mean you're all in. Built a brand along with his podcast. Well, between All In, there's a lot of gap between Hugh Douglas and All In, though. That's my point. Like, if some people are going to frame this as a Hugh Douglas type of situation or an Aaron Ross situation where the guy said he literally went on vacation for a year down in Jacksonville, and then
Aaron Ross played,
part,
though.
like, that's a huge gap. Like, that's the Grand Canyon of a gap. So
Aaron Ross
I don't think you
practiced,
can be
though,
a good dude, actually, and do what maybe like Aaron Ross ended up saying or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but he still played.
Oh, he did play, yeah.
He practiced.
Yeah, his was in hindsight.
Yeah, no, I know, but
again, this is all in my mind. It's just like I feel like there's a big gap between that. So, yeah, I don't necessarily buy it. I don't know if you can be a good dude and not be all in when somebody's paying you what they're paying you.
Right.
Like, no, I don't. Like, if I'm working with somebody like that, I'm not sitting there saying they're a good dude. Like, if I know somebody in my office or wherever else is getting paid X amount of dollars and they're not doing their job, I'm not sitting there saying they're a good dude. Like, that's that might be me, but I'm not signing up for it.
Yeah.
Especially in a position of need. They need him.
No,
that's the other thing here. It's not that they don't need him. Like, they need Eric Armstead to be good Eric Armstead.
I think a lot of the draft shook out the way that it did. I think a lot of free agency shook out the way that it did because of Eric Armstead. I think there was a lot of trust there that he needs to come in and contribute. I'm just going to say this much, and then I'll let you say your second part, Brent. The longer this drags out, much like the who's calling the plays from last year, the longer this drags out and we don't get answers and Eric Armstead's not back in that practice field, the more you start having to question what's going on. Mm-hmm. And that's as simple as that.
Yeah, my other part of this real quick is these are my concerns sometimes at like this time of year in camp when we have injuries. So the camp started with Gardeck and Mason Smith on PUP. Gardeck, of course, coming off the ACL and everything else. No surprise that happened. And then he's eased back in, and they've been very cautious with him and everything else. The Mason Smith one is kind of interesting because the Mason Smith was presented by Liam Cohen as, hey, he's going to start on PUP. He didn't say, hey, panic. Mm-hmm. Said obviously he had a setback. And he said as much as he was going to say, but the interpretation, at least again, this might be Brent's interpretation, was that's not a big deal. Like he'll be back working into it.
And also was very complimentary of how hard he was working in the offseason.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey, we got a problem with him.
It was very complimentary about that, keep in mind.
Well, we're now 20 days into camp. Like we're 20 days into this thing. And to your point about Eric Armstead might have to show a new regime, this kid really has to show a new regime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he doesn't have the resume.
True.
And you start to get, this isn't any, I'm not calling anybody out. It's not a Mason Smith problem. It's not a Liam Cohen thing or whatever. It's just sometimes the way things manifest in the preseason where, again, they might be being really cautious here. If this was a regular season, maybe he's already being hustled back a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And I get that, and I'm okay with that. But we are getting now 20 days into this thing with a defense that's new and people that are new and a young player. And he hasn't practiced. So like now the Eric Armstead to me gets turned up even more.
Sure.
Because Mason Smith, who I actually think I'm not sure like how highly of, but I like some of the flashes I saw. I could rely on that coming back as a part of the depth with Armstead on that D-line and get some play out of him. Now I start to wonder what he's going to even be because he hasn't practiced a bit. He's obviously a bit banged up, maybe even more so than we first thought. And when does he can't just walk in on September 7th and you expect him to play well against the Carolina Panthers. I think that's a bit of a pipe dream if you're thinking that.
No, and I agree with you, right? So it could very well be the Tyler Lacey show unless another move is made. But once again, if you want to compare Mason Smith with the Eric Armstead situation, at least with Mason Smith, I know a lot. I know he was busting his ass in the offseason. I know, it's a lower body injury, and I know he's week to week. I know all this stuff. All I know about Eric Armstead is that I saw him at practice for the first couple of days. He did individual. He wasn't with the ones. I go, okay, that's interesting. Then it became a Veterans Day off. Then it became a lower back issue, or a back issue. And that's where we're at.
That's it.
And that's the guy supposedly not supposedly, he has the resume. So why the rookie, I feel like we're highlighting, okay, this guy worked hard, the offseason is just one of those things, it's an injury, he's week to week. Okay, cool, praise him up, that's what you've been doing. And then Eric Armstead, nothing.
Yeah. We actually even got a little bit more on the Armstead stuff last year. Like, hey, we just want to make sure he's ready to go by the regular season. Because he was coming off injuries, too, at that time. But you almost knew, like, he wasn't going to practice in August. So, listen, you're right. It's become, I don't think it's nearly as big as the play calling topic of last year.
No,
but I get exactly what you're saying. It's becoming a little bit of a thing.
Yeah.
It's becoming a thing. And again, I want to be fair to the player. You know this. On our show, we try to be as fair as you can to the player, even in criticism. And I don't know if this is an Armstead deal or if it's an organization thing right now, making the player look bad. Like, I don't know exactly where that is. And I don't think, I can guess, but I don't want to do that because I don't know. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. You start to wonder, is this guy going to even be on the team?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've spoken this ad nauseum, and I don't really feel like getting back into it again, but they need him. They need Mason Smith.
Yeah, they do. Well, I think, again, why is it an issue? If you want to go back to the root of it, that's why it's an issue. The Jags need that position.
Oh, yeah, if this was like, I don't know, like a corner or a safety, like, yeah, you'd be kind of like, we'll see. But this is a position of need. This is a position that was an issue last year.
Yeah. And maybe even the year prior.
Yeah.
To go along with it. Hey, want to hear from Bashal Tootin? Why don't we do that? He had a 50-yard touchdown today. I also am seeing stuff on Twitter, and I don't know if it's like Tank is mysteriously tweet. We've got like a what do we used to call those with Jan? Cryptic tweet. We got cryptic tweet season here, but I'm not even sure if it's Tank because I looked on it. It's got like 10,000 followers. Wouldn't Tank have way more than 10,000 followers on Twitter? Don't you think so?
Tank, I mean, I guess it depends if you're active though and everything.
Well, if you're not active, that's even more crazy than he's cryptic tweeting 20 minutes after practice.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point, yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Okay.
I don't know what it's about. Maybe somebody it's on the feed knows.
What a tease. So we can talk about this after the break?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll get to those guys. But
I want to know now. Is there something going on?
We got to dig into it. I don't want it to be spreading rumors, but I saw that.
Well, we're getting cryptic tweak season, and I'm worried, man.
Because it's all emojis. It's not something he said.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So we will we'll get to that. But let's do this. Yeah, we'll stay on time. Get to a break. We'll hear from Bashal Tootin on the other side. Caught up with him after the game. He had I think I just said this. He had a 50-plus yard run according to some reports today for a touchdown. And where does he fit in all of this for the Jacksonville Jaguars? But a nice debut for him on Saturday. There's Mason Smith. They need him. Like, I don't know if I would have said, like, they need him this offseason. I'm starting to say they need him. They need him back sooner than later. And I'm not panicking yet. Might get close. 20 days into camp and still no practice for big number 94 in year number 2.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with the inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide.
Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon, and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table.
Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
The moment you bite into a Mason's famous lobster roll, nothing is the same. Suddenly, it's 5 a.m., and you're boarding a lobster boat in Maine, heading out to check your traps, keeping only the best, just like it's been done for nearly a century. Because you can't taste lobster this good without it. Mason's famous lobster rolls from the waters of Maine.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, perhaps the biggest hit of the weekend in the first real week of preseason games. CD Lamb getting absolutely clocked by this referee. I just want to know where he's looking on this play. We're going to show it to you a number of times. Where is he looking? The play's right in front of him, behind him.
He's probably looking at the screen, that huge screen there.
Is he going to sue Jerry Jones now?
Is that in Dallas or actually, who are they playing?
That's in Dallas against the Chargers.
Because that looks like L.A. actually.
Oh, that is the Rams logo.
Yeah, I think it's L.A. Because that looks like that stadium, yeah. Yeah, it says Rams House over there. Yep.
We got the penalty flag coming in.
So he's looking at the that ribbon basically. Have you been trucked on the sideline of a high school game yet?
Almost, but no.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. I mean, the officials. Now that I know, because I did that officiating game last year too. But they want you off the sideline for a reason. Like the get back person is for that.
Yeah.
Because look at both of them could have got hurt. I can't believe. As you look at that, like they're laughing at it later. I think they go back and laugh. Shoot, man, that almost wasn't funny.
Is that the CD Lamb video?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had a whole thing I was going to do from Boys in the Hood. Ricky, play it one more time, Hamby, so I can do it. Like I had a plan, please. Bathroom was taken up. Had to wait. Ricky! There we go. Gonna set it all up. It's all good though. You guys take it over. You guys seen Boys? Yeah, Brent, you haven't seen Boys. You seen Boys in the Hood?
Yes.
Okay, Hamby.
No.
Hamby. Truth, and I get it, man. Like you're younger.
Yeah, you would have missed that.
You would have missed it. But I'm saying, in terms of a coming of age story, it's worth a watch, man. Okay. It's a good movie.
It's good.
It's back when Ice Cube was actually Ice Cube and not making a 0% of Rotten Tomatoes with the War of the Worlds and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, check it out.
What was that, mid-90s probably?
Boys in the Hood, yeah, 90s. That was one of the very first movies I remember being a kid and my one of my best friends, his older sister had it on VHS, so we snuck it and got to throw it. I'm like, probably in second, third grade.
At
watching
that time, like that was, I mean, that's like a Disney movie now, but it's like, that was edgy.
Oh, it was so edgy.
I mean, that was really.
So edgy.
That was next level.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yep. For sure.
Which is just crazy.
Yeah.
How that's changed.
Oh, this would be like PG now.
Oh, yeah.
This is they can animate it and like it'll be in theaters. Yeah.
Like the stuff, I've been watching some Netflix stuff, and I'm getting to the point now where
I love where this is going.
I'm just like I don't need to see the soft so much. Like, I'm not even going to say it because then my phone will pick it up and then I'll have it all over the place. But like, all right, enough.
It's everywhere. Yeah.
Like, enough.
Yeah.
Can't have a show without it anymore.
Well, I get you can't have a show. Like, it's got to have some combo, right? You got to have.
I don't get it, honestly.
I think every show now has to have. You got to swear.
Yep.
You got to have that.
Yeah.
You got, or at least like the idea of it,
Sure,
or whatever. And you got to stuff. I'm like, all right. Like,
I don't get it.
Do we have to come by episode 6? Are we still doing this?
I don't get it because I feel like, okay, there's like some things like 50 Shades of Grey. Like, you kind of have to show it because I feel like that's the whole premise. You know, like all like the midlife sickos out there, all the ladies go out to the theaters and watch it. Okay, more power to you.
I think that might have led into all this.
Maybe. I mean, the internet's a thing. You don't need to go to a movie, but okay, whatever. But when it comes to like a random TV show about like a mafia or a gang, do we got to see 5 minutes of just just show them going to the room and then close the door and boom. It's the same thing. You don't need it.
What was the one Stallone was in? I even said this on it that I told you about that. I liked. Oh, Land. No, it wasn't Stallone. Was it Stallone? Was he Landman?
No. I just randomly saw this. He's the king of something. Tulsa, right?
Oh, the
Tulsa King.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm thinking of. No, I'm thinking of Tom.
Rocky.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm thinking who's in Landman? What's his name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
And that you brought up Tommy Lee Jones the other day, so now I'm thinking Tommy Lee Jones. But Billy Bob Thornton is in it, and
he's got scenes.
He's got scenes. Yeah, but there's a point in that show, like in the first couple of them, and it's not like crazy.
Okay.
But it's like, why is this part of the storyline so much? But it's just checking the box. It's like, hey, we got to make this episode 6 minutes longer, and 3 minutes of it's going to be this.
Billy Bob Thornton's 70 years old.
70. Who's the actress in it? I don't know.
I can. What? It's Landman.
Yeah, there are some scenes.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that you watch Landman? I got to tune in to see a 70-year-old?
No thanks.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah.
It's the Belichick whatever.
Let me just look up who this. It's an. Do you know what what her name is? And because there's a bunch of actresses here. I feel like in this movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ali Larder, Michelle Randolph. Is it Angela? I don't know, man. There's a bunch of.
Yeah, it'd be his wife, and the thing, she's younger, but she's not like.
So maybe Ali Larder then.
Yeah.
Who was Ali Larder? I think was in Varsity Blues. She had a iconic scene in Varsity Blues.
Okay.
Once again,
that was
along
however many
those
years
lines.
ago. Yeah.
Well, hey, yeah, it came out like the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know how we just got on.
Transcendent, by the way.
Oh, we
Brent.
went to Boys.
Someone call
Boys
it
in the Hood to that.
Boys in the Hood. Boys in the Hood to a 70-year-old Billy Bob Thornton.
Yes.
Thriving.
To that scene.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks good for 70, though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because I watched Fargo. It's this TV show Fargo, and he was in season 1 of that, and he was fantastic.
Was he?
That. Yeah, he was good.
So is that a good show?
Fargo. Yeah, I mean, I love it.
That's
it's not for everybody.
Right?
The last season came out like a year and a half ago, I think, or 2 years ago. Yeah, great show. I like it.
I have no idea why this was on like near. Maybe Kaylee was looking around or whatever. But Breaking Bad was near like how they have the whole thing on Netflix where it's like your first 5
Top
things
picks,
or something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I actually started watching Breaking Bad last night.
Really?
And
Wait,
then
you just started? You didn't start
I've
from the
never seen
beginning?
it.
You just watched like a random episode?
No, it's from the beginning.
Oh, from the beginning. Okay, gotcha.
And then I didn't get too far, but now I'll probably what's that, like 5 seasons?
I think
you guys
it's
see
even
Breaking
longer.
Bad?
No, I've never seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, because so here's the thing. I heard it's great, and it's funny we had Scobie because Scobie's like the biggest Breaking Bad fan ever. So when I was playing for the Jags, I was going through Scobie's time of watching Breaking Bad.
It's 2013, by the way.
That's
how far I'm behind.
Every single road trip, every single like in between training camp, like he had it on his iPad watching Breaking Bad. Like that's all he ever did. And obviously it's a great show, but it's such a commitment. I don't have the time.
Yeah.
It's so much to invest.
I don't know if I'll have the time either.
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
I think Bigsby didn't take too much time after practice.
Want to get talking sports again?
Nice, Hamby. I like the segue.
So this is. I'm a little surprised I'm surprised that he's got 10,000 followers. Should I be surprised by that?
Like, you think he should have more?
Yes.
Dude, it's Twitter. It's kind of dying. I hate to tell you, Brent, but like. It's all Instagram now, man.
For these guys,
for all athletes. Yeah. I mean, for like people in like sports media, yeah, Twitter's still the thing. But yeah, this is.
Yeah, it's just. I just thought he'd have more. That's what. When I looked at it, I was like, maybe this isn't his.
No, I mean, I think there used to be a time where it's like, hey, I have to follow my favorite athlete because like that's the thing to do. Like that's Instagram now. That's more than Instagram than it is on.
All right,
Twitter.
so this is his tweet a half hour ago.
Okay, so he said, I'm confused though. So the Jacksonville Jaguars running back 4 is up. So that's just his bio.
Yeah, that's his profile thing.
Okay, so literally just the emoji.
A lot of people are starting to freak out on Twitter.
Is this all right? Well, what are they freaking out about, Hamby? I mean, give us an update.
Well,
is that in relation to potentially Travis Etienne?
That's what people are saying.
Hold up, though. What? Okay, so this is interesting. I didn't notice this till I actually went on his Twitter thing. He's got this. Once again, here we go. I feel like it's Yannick Ngakoue over again.
It's all over again.
So he's got the emoji. Is that a good representation? I'm too old for this. I almost swore too.
I was
I'm too old for
actually
this
like,
stuff.
guys, what does this emoji mean?
It's like disgusted or sick to your stomach.
Yeah. Somebody get me a what do you call it? What do you drink when a ginger ale? Grandma, give me some ginger ale and some saltines. But then the last one, it's the Pinocchio nose. Lying.
Oh.
You guys didn't notice that?
That was a misclick.
Okay. Well, now I have
right next to it?
Now I got to go on the emoji thing and see if they're right next to each other. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll have that report in a second. Or else we can just send Ben.
This is like, it should be just a game show, man. Like, you've got to interpret the tweet.
I know. It's not a bad call. This could be. I hope Casey's listening to this. This could be a new game, Brent.
So I saw somebody comment on, like, apparently today there was a safety. I think Bigsby got like tackled for a loss for a safety today. So was that what this was about? Did somebody give him a hard time about that? Or now you're telling me that there's some smoke out there that this could have relation to ETN?
So I'm reporting right now that, and we didn't need Ben Becker for this. So the line, like the lying emoji, the Pinocchio one, is nowhere even close to the emoji. Like you have to scroll at least twice to get to that. So it's not a mistake.
Uh-oh.
This was set by design.
So the story is, did I just see somebody say that ETN did not talk today after practice?
Okay.
And he was scheduled to meet with the media today?
Hamby, put it back up real quick. Because I got to break more down here. Thank you, man.
I got to break more down.
Well, no, for real. I mean, okay. So.
Don't go give me some fake account now talking about ETN or something.
No, I'm just seeing who he's following.
Not you, I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I was seeing who he was following because, like, does he follow his teammates? Has he always only followed 6 people? Do we know this? Like, hey,
he's only following 6 people.
But I'm saying, has he always only followed 6 people?
Oh, has he unfollowed anybody?
That's what I'm saying, man. These are the questions you got to hit. By the way, I mean, we're getting deep into it. He follows the NFLPA, Adrian Williams, Jacksonville Jaguars, Michael Rubian, CAA football, and Kay Adams. I swear. No, I'm not even joking. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. What? I'm reporting. What?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Brett, where you at, man?
Yeah.
Dang. K got you beat again, huh, Brent?
I
missed it by that much.
Yep.
But
I won't say anything.
Okay.
Can only get myself in trouble.
Yeah, sure. Like, listen, the Travis Etienne thing's interesting. I'll say this much about it. The whole, once again, the Pinocchio nose thing makes me a little nervous, right? Because I think that was sent with intent. I don't think that was an accident. It wasn't a slip up. So then it comes down to, okay, obviously the running back room now, there's competition, right? And I've said this a couple times on the show. I think in a Liam Cohen offense, you can make an argument and say, does Tank Bigsby truly fit the role of a Liam Cohen offense? When he's going 20 personnel with 2 running backs, generally who are pretty good receivers, does Tank Bigsby fit in that role? Well, not really, right? So now we're talking about maybe just like a between the tackles, a goal line back. Do they need a guy like that? I'm not sure. So then does this lead to maybe they told him something in the offseason and now he's starting to see it come to fruition and it's not what he was maybe told in the offseason? Maybe in terms of playing time, in terms of depth chart, whatever the case may be. And maybe that's where this is coming from. Once again, this is all just obviously speculation.
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea.
But
I mean,
that's where my mind initially went.
Okay, so Etienne, again, more news out of Etienne did not talk today. He was scheduled to be on the podium. They set this way in advance, by the way. Okay, and they very few times have had to change it. They had Patrick McCarry going one time like a week and a half ago, and he was injured, so they put Robert Hainsey up. Other than that, they've pretty much stuck to it. The report out of the Jags of why he didn't go to the podium is he was cramping after practice. So obviously he was getting treatment, didn't go up to the point, which also makes sense.
Hey, that's that's a thing in
that's a
Jacksonville.
real thing. Yeah,
for sure.
So and so that would, I mean, that is what it is. And then we get this tweet. Like again, it's not like Tank Bigsby's on Twitter a bunch.
Never.
Like so.
So it's me, especially after practice too. This is after practice,
Right after
15
practice.
minutes after.
So yeah,
And I mean, you got tackled potentially for a safety.
That ain't it, man.
I'm not running to my phone and tweeting, I don't think, unless he's looking at it. I'm not buying. I don't know. I know you said, by the way, this is Hamby saying some of social media is speculating that ETN could be
Yes,
right.
that's from fans.
This is from fans. Nobody has said anything.
Right.
Not even like a Diana Rossini or who sometimes is.
But hold on,
Sometimes.
But hold
Not
on,
even.
Hamby. I don't know. Was it speculation that ETN's getting? What's the speculation?
That's what the speculation was from
on the
fans,
internet.
that this has to do with ETN being
Okay.
But so again, that is totally fan stuff. We're not saying that. Nobody's saying that other than fans. I don't know what this could mean. I don't. Like you said, Austin's trying to say, "Hey, is this not shaken out after a Tuesday morning practice?" Like,
well, no.
Like, what?
Listen, yeah.
If anything, I would have thought if we're going to get a tweet like this, that would come after maybe like Saturday after he doesn't get a single snap with the first team on the first drive, and there's all Travis Etienne.
Well, yeah. Does this go back to that? Some of the I wasn't out of practice today, right? Because so I don't know where he's. Like there have been sessions in practice where he's the first one out there, first back, and then the game the other day he was in this with the second team.
So all right. So this because once again, like you know how I feel about social media, dude. Like
I know it.
But honestly, but this is something. Okay, I think this is truly something, or else I wouldn't be giving it the time of day. I'd be making a joke of it more than anything. Last time dude tweeted was June 4th.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay,
2 months ago.
That's 2 months and some change ago.
Yeah.
The first thing you do essentially after practice is you decide to go online and tweet something when you haven't tweeted in 2.5 months. So it ain't like you're a social media dude who's always that's not your MO, man.
Yeah.
That's not your style.
Like Josh Hines Allen, for instance, he I think I saw the other day was kind of laughing. He's like, y'all are funny or something.
Yeah.
But he does follow. Like
he's in there.
He follows on social media and
Yeah.
checks in from time to time. And I think I think that was a response to everybody panicking about the defense on Saturday night.
So if once again, and it's the Pinocchio thing that does it for me, Brent.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
interesting.
And if that's what we're talking about, then once again, this is just my prediction. Either it's going to be him, ETN, or whatever, but there's going to be a shift, I think. And he was maybe told something, and now all of a sudden what he was told in the offseason isn't coming true. which can be the nature sometimes, obviously, of the NFL. Here's my worry, though. Like, let's for the sake of the argument, let's say it's got something to do with Travis Etienne, and maybe something happens with him, right? Maybe he gets traded, whatever. Well, what kind of precedent then are you setting to your locker room if the whole thing's been about communication, the whole thing's been about transparency, and now they pulled the rug underneath you, and you're letting this guy go? Like, how could that affect the locker room? Oof. I think that warrants. Once again, I don't want to go down here and like say what if, but like I'm just judging by a tweet what Tank Bigsby's doing here.
By the way, hey, just if you're new to Jacksonville, Liam Cohen, James Gladstone, a lot of new folks in the organization, players, this is what happens in Jacksonville. The Jags are a big deal. Like, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in New York, but this is what happens. A guy like the Eric Armstead stuff. It starts to bubble, right? But what? You get to go the Tank Bigsby thing. Like, why? I mean, here we go. We're like investigating. Like, why is he tweeting?
We have Travis Hunter. What? Everything was supposed to be perfect this year. We had the golden ticket, the best optics. Nothing else to discuss. Well, is he going to play offense or defense? What's the like? That was the debate. That was supposed to be the story this year, Brent, of how much we play on offense or defense. What a great problem to debate. Oh, I think he's more on defense. He's a better cornerback. Oh, let's go back and forth. We had that for like a week. We had it for a week. And now what is it? Eric Armstead's back. Tank Bigsby's cryptic tweeting.
Mason Rudolph goes 7 for 7 and the crap hits the fan.
Playing the greatest hits. Let's go, everybody.
Unbelievable.
Cryptic tweets and back injuries like it never left.
It's unbelievable.
Cryptic tweak and back
this
injuries.
Is like a remake of 2019.
Oh, it's a reboot, Brent.
Season 2.
Oh, it's a reboot.
Oh, gosh. Don't do it.
Electric Boogaloo. Let's go, man. Season 2.
Let me have a serious conversation about the back stuff anyway. Because, you know, we've kind of been on this. It's just fascinating. Everybody's like, hey, Travis Etienne. He could be expendable. Are they even going to showcase him? Do they want to get rid of him? Listen, the bottom line is we know this. The Jags were looking to upgrade their running back room. That's clear as day. They were trying to do it. And you know what? That's part of the business of sports. It's not a problem for them. They should upgrade a lot of positions. They were 4-13. We shouldn't stand here and be like, listen, I like Etienne a lot. I mean, I pounded the table for Etienne, but I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, this is great. keep running with the same guys when you're 4-13. I mean, it's okay to go upgrade people and players. But we've always said, like, okay, could he be expendable? Like, is he the guy that's going to be on the outside looking in of all this? But you continue to say, as we are in camp, he fits a lot of what really Cohen wants to do in this offense, his skill set, his ability to catch the ball, right? Now he's got more experience than anybody in that room. Have we potentially been looking at the wrong guy to trade to get Tootin into the fold? If they want to do that and they feel like they can. Is really Bigsby in year 3, does he hold more value for another team to potentially recuperate a 5th-round pick or something like that? If you are going to, are they equal enough where you're not really sure if, hey, Bigsby's this much better than Etienne or Etienne's this much? Are they equal enough where the guy that actually has more value to turn into something is a player like Bigsby for another team?
I don't even think it's the value to the other team. I think it's what Austin's talking about is how they fit in this offense.
Well, but if you're going to trade somebody, you don't just trade them for a sunflower seed.
Of course.
You're trying to get a 5th-round pick.
I get it.
Here we go.
Other offenses might have more of a need for a downhill type runner, where Etienne wants more of Liam Cohen in this offense wants more of a pass catcher, and that's not Tank's thing. Obviously, as evidence Saturday night against the Steelers, the ball goes right through his hands and hits him in the chest.
But he does have a need. If it's 4th and 1, who do you trust?
Yeah, I think that's what we've been saying. But does Tootin deliver that for you? Do they have faith that he's going to deliver that for you?
But here's the thing, Brent. Like,
is that really about the offensive line more than the running back?
I mean, it could be, but once again, like what? Okay, so let's say here, what realistically, because once again, if you don't play the greatest hits, if it's going to be a 6th-round pick, the table's getting flipped. I'm telling you right now, it's heavy. I'm confident.
It is heavy.
It's getting flipped.
Oh, I'm dead.
If it's a Brent, we'll see you later, man. Brent's gonna go on the IR for this season. Everybody, sorry, Dan, you're gonna be on your own. It is what it is. If it's it's got to make sense here, Brent. Okay? Like, if it's Travis Etienne, I'm going to question and say, okay, well, Travis Etienne, I get you just got in Tootin and maybe he had like a decent preseason game, but how much do you know? Because Tank Bigsby's not a receiver out of the backfield, so what's the plan there? If it's Tank Bigsby getting traded or something, and once again, if it's for a 5th or 6th round pick, I'm going to sit here and say, wouldn't this be better to keep him for a couple more years because this guy can run between the tackles, and I think that means something still in the NFL and you're not paying him a lot of money? Now, if it's for an interior defensive lineman, something like that, okay, then. Like, I understand. Maybe you didn't anticipate Mason Smith and Eric Armstead being out. Moves had to be made. I get that, right? Like, that has to make sense. But if it's about winning football games and if it's about doing what's best for your team, I keep all three of them until further notice, unless it's for something that you need this year. If it's a 5th round pick, a 6th round pick, whatever the case may be, I'm going to question that all day because how does that make you better this year?
Yeah, I get the this year, but I also think the business side of the NFL creeps up. Like you've got to balance that. How much is he giving you this year? Is he worth a win, a half a win? Is he worth a 5th round pick? Where, by the way, next year you don't have a 1st round pick, so you're recuperating more stuff to potentially get back into the 1st round. Like there's a lot going on there. And also he has control, so he's a little bit more valuable to another team because they haven't tapped into him fully. They see some good tape. He's also got control for 2 more years on his deal. That makes him way more valuable from a business standpoint than I think ETN. So, I mean, just thinking about this out loud, again, if they're pretty equal, if they're going to do similar things for you, and you really like the kid who, by the way, you're invested in, and this might say something else about LaQuint Allen, where you want to work him into the fold in this offense where, again, he's a receiving back for you and a pass protector. He does things that he might already do those things better than Tank Bigsby.
Right.
Like he might. Again, this is all because of a tweet, folks. I want to couch this. Like, this is a tweet that's now got us thinking, but is that a fair way to think is also a fair question.
If this is all about because Dewey smoked him for a safety in training camp practice, I'm going to be pissed.
Well, I'm not. I mean, it's
come out of retirement for Twitter just because you got tackled for a loss.
Yeah,
when you were on the 1 yard line to begin.
I'm going to send him a thank you card.
Let me go and dust this keyboard off real quick. I got something I want to say. Like, come on now.
It's all Dewey's fault.
Listen, again, I want to make sure we're not. But I mean, he tweeted it. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're sure this is his account, right?
Oh, could you imagine? Hey.
Hey, listen, I started with this. I was just not impressed with the 10,000 followers. But I think all those things that we just brought up, I think it's a fair question. If you say these guys are, no one person is ahead. And that's what we've been saying for 3 weeks, really for 3 months. We don't know if anyone's super ahead of anybody else in this situation. And like when you don't have clarity there, yes, you can be by committee, but you definitely want roles to be determined. And I can see you don't want to be pigeonholed to saying, hey, Tank's in the game. He's just going to hand off and he has no ability to be part of our disguise on catching the ball or anything like that. So there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot that kind of goes into this, and this is all because of a tweet, which is probably stupid, really, on our point. But I'll say it again, if he tweeted it. I mean, this is out of the blue. This is like weird.
Yeah.
And this is what you get. This is the world we live in. So there's just some curiosity here now. Has he taken the tweet down yet?
No.
Because that's the next phase of this.
Somebody check his Instagram. Is there an Instagram post too as well? This guy could be on all channels right now.
Has he taken the teal jersey off? What is it? The AVI or whatever.
Yeah.
Still up.
Still up.
Man.
Play.
Here we go.
Brent, We've done this before, Jags. We know how to do this.
Man. But Brent, honestly, if you were to guess, you're to put money down. Like, I mean, you're on the locker room more than anybody, man. Like, you've seen the inner workings. You know how personalities are and everything. Like, what is this about?
I mean, I think the Pinocchio part of this says a lot.
Which is crazy, but it's and we didn't even know
real life.
Yeah, and we didn't even notice it because it's hard to tell on like this screen. Like
my eyes didn't even see it at first. Like my eyes are bad. So yeah, I think this is a frustrated player.
Yeah,
I think it's a frustrated player for some reason, and that reason, I'm not sitting here telling you that. He's trying. If this is true, he thought something else versus what they're delivering, maybe.
Yeah.
But let's be honest here, man. This is a new regime. When you have meetings, nobody sits there and promises you anything. So what would they have promised them? They promised what you're going to be part of this backfield, and you're going to have your opportunities. I mean, he's definitely an opportunity. It's been ETN and Bigsby in practice for 3 weeks. It's been those guys. He's the second guy off, which, by the way, which made sense to me to some degree on Saturday night. Thought he ran the ball fine. Like, it was fine. I know the pass, everybody said, but we already knew that was a flaw in his game. So, I mean, shoot. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, this could be about some family member, for all we know.
Yeah, sure. But once again,
he feels like he's been wronged in some part of this.
Is the first thing on your mind after practice, Brent, to go on about a family member, you know?
Like when Allen didn't take his shoulder pads in since he's a rookie.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about one more thing on this. This is Tank's a cool guy. Like, Tank's like all business.
I know.
Like, he's all business. He's locked in. He doesn't really... Like, it's not surprising he hasn't tweeted since June 4th.
I don't know anything about
and I don't know if he's on Instagram a lot or whatever other things.
He's not.
I'm just saying he is a locked in guy. Every time I've seen him, talk to him, there's not a lot of fluff with him. So, yeah, it's sort of curious. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he's getting traded because I think we'd already be kind of hearing some rumblings maybe of that. But maybe he knows way before that there could be shopping him. I think that's extreme. I don't think he's mad about the safety.
Well, no, but so there is one thing though. Like, and once maybe this is the benefit of the doubt. I'll give it to him. By all indications, they went live today in goal line, which, you know, I get it's training camp. Some teams I feel like do it, some teams don't. Maybe this is all about maybe Liam Cohen said something in the offseason in terms of we're going to take care of you guys. You know, player health has got to be the top priority, making sure you guys are ready for game 1 against Carolina. And maybe he felt, maybe he didn't get injured, but maybe he got a little banged up in that period. And maybe he's kind of pissed off because he was under the impression like, hey, you know, we're supposed to take care of us. And now we're out here doing a live goal line. We got a live scrimmage, I think, coming up tomorrow.
Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Gosh, that would be.
I mean, listen, I'm trying to.
I know.
You know?
I know.
I'm trying.
Here's why. One, that would be really seem very dramatic. And two, here's the thing I have heard about Cohen. I don't how you want to interpret this. They are very impressed with the way the players are. They're bought in on the way this group has taken care of them.
Yeah.
You know, and how they're running their stuff. And that does not I even said this, and I actually doubled down a little bit with some of the players and also just some conversations we've had. I was like, well, that can be interpreted like that's country club. Like, oh, they're taking care of us. That's not it. The schedule, you know this, but the schedule, sometimes you're in there just to be in there.
Yeah.
You know, because guess what? The old way of being in the NFL is like you got to sleep in a cot. You got to work 18 hours a day. You got to do this. Or you could be very efficient with your time.
Yeah.
And give these guys the time they need for their body to recover. Not necessarily go home and spend time with families and other things, but body to recover. So they've been very impressed with that part of it. So I guess that's why it would be surprising if, I know we're all just guessing here, but they have been, it's just worth a note that has been very complimentary of Cohen and the staff of how they've handled the schedule so far this camp from the players.
Mr. Hugo actually brings up a point I haven't thought of yet. He says that he's actually reacting to Brent's Vince Carter take from earlier in the show.
Yes, he could.
Interesting. Fan of the show, Tank Bigsby, right?
Yeah. God went off the rails right from the rip. Hey, let's get on schedule here. We got to get a break. And we got our recycled headlines, which guess what? One just went to the top. I do want to get to Bashal Tootin, ironically, that we caught up with after his debut. And it sounds like he had a pretty nice practice today, at least one nice run. And maybe he's part of the reason for this. I mean, who knows, right? So we'll stay on this a little bit and see what comes of it, if anything does. Travis Etienne did not talk to the media today. The reason we're getting is because of cramps after practice, so he wasn't available to go to the podium. If that's one of the conspiracy theories out there, that's, at least for the time being, been a bit squashed. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Hey, I know your fantasy draft is coming up. Some already may be underway. If you want to go to a place and have your draft and have fun with it, how about Best Bet St. Augustine? They have Aces Bar and Grill, and you can have a big party. They've got special rates for you and deals for you, and also a private room that you can also have your fantasy drafts. Check it out, bestbetjax.com.
When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants.
We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter.
Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with the purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3, don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Is that Travis? Yeah, I thought it was. I just couldn't tell for sure. I was like, is that number 12? Yeah.
I forgot he's still on the team, Brent.
It's Travis. Hey, why did they switch up? We didn't talk about this. They switched up the jerseys. Offense is now in the white. Defense is in the teal. I don't remember that happening before.
It's happened when I used to
It
play.
did?
I don't know, recently. Yeah, I mean, basically, they kind of rotate sometimes just because, obviously, the white jerseys are a lot cooler.
Got to break them in.
So, yeah, so they because, the white doesn't reflect. I don't get all scientific.
I get it.
But, yeah, so sometimes they'll just, rotate them, give the offense a luxury, sometimes the defense a luxury.
But, the first 2.5, 3, whatever you want to call it, I think we're almost to 3 weeks in camp.
Mm-hmm.
It was the teal on offense. It wasn't a rotating basis day to day.
Yeah,
It was teal.
Mm-hmm.
And now when they went to the practice field yesterday, today's Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday. Now it's white. Whatever.
Yeah.
He might have even said it and I missed it. I don't think he did, though. I think I went back through the transcript. I didn't see that. I'm just curious. Kind of interesting. Oh, we're very curious today. Oh, yes, we are. We are curious. Let's get going here in the noon hour. We'll take you until 1 o'clock. We want to get to Wyatt Milum, Bashal Tootin interviews. We have that. I do have some curiosity as well about why the hell are the Florida Gators 15th preseason in the country? I don't know if I understand that, but maybe I should better than I do. It is lunchtime. Don't forget to go to Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls, 3 locations, Fernandina Beach, Durban, and St. John's Town Center. MasonsLobster.com. We were there last week. Had the Connecticut roll. Oh, that was a good one. And we'll be up in Fernandina in a few weeks. Probably go stop by at the end of August, early September, up in the Fernandina location, which is always a fun place to hang out. So we will have that. Right now, it's also time for our Republic Services, recyclingsimplified.com. Recycled top headlines of the day. This one's kind of fresh, maybe not even recycled. Hamby, Hank Bigsby is now a story because of a tweet. Welcome to 2025 and the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network, folks.
We got a Austin. You mind giving me that sound one more time?
Yeah, do you want to put this so people can see the visual with the tweet or not?
Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, how many? There's 10 of them? How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
11 disgusted faces and 1 Pinocchio
that
face.
just snuck it at the end.
Which is, per our research, not close to the other emoji on the keyboard. This is not a bang, 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 11, 12, trying to get 12, then immediately send. This is a swipe and a...
Unless you use them a lot. Then it would be in your favorite part of your emojis.
That's right. I
but
guess.
he hasn't tweeted since June 4th.
Doesn't probably use
2.5 months.
That doesn't compute.
Doesn't
now, he could still be sending emojis on Twitter. I'm sorry, on text.
Sure.
That would have them nearby.
Yeah.
We got to think all around this, folks.
Yeah. But, I mean, I guess we got to ask AI this. How often does the Pinocchio thing get used?
I use the middle finger way more than the Pinocchio one. That's
I've never used the Pinocchio one.
I've never.
The most underrated emoji is the middle finger emoji. It's great.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. It's the gift that keeps on giving. But Hamby, anyways, let's get back to recycling.
And I might have to go back and do a little bit more extensive research, but I'd be willing to say, based off of, let's say, 9 or 10 scrolls through his Twitter, that 80 to 85% of his tweets are going back to Auburn football.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's where he came from a couple years ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Now he's tweeting again. Yikes.
Yeah, investigative reporting here at its finest. Practice today, Parker Washington continues to be a star. Apparently made a heck of a catch. Made a couple of really nice ones, but a heck of a catch over, I think Jordan Lewis was one of them. Travis Hunter had an interception, but it was denied because of a holding call during one-on-ones. And there was a fight. And Awesome likes this. I mean, LaQuint Allen and Combs, the linebacker. And apparently, this was not just like a tussle. This was one where they actually squared up. They squared up and started throwing, which listen, few people have as many fights in practice as Austen Lane.
That's right.
But did you ever square up? Because usually it's like you're wrapped up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Squaring up's different.
Just like, all right, screw you, man. I'm about to.
Yeah, no. Squaring up's like there is some like bad blood brewing. I feel like a little bit there or something. Honestly, like
maybe. You got to be a special kind of heated to throw a haymaker at a guy wearing a helmet because that's going to hurt you more than it is his.
Well, keep in mind too, like LaQuinn Allen probably going with the third, fourth team kind of guys. Combs doing the same. So there's probably a little activity here that has maybe been brewing, or maybe it was just one day. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But haven't even sniffed, I don't think, really a scuffle at all so far, and we're 3 weeks into it.
Which is it's good though. I mean, like I don't mind a scuffle as long as everyone stays.
It used to be a thing. Right? I think so many coaches now are like, nah.
Because see, and here's the thing about it, Brent. Like I get it, coaches going nah because protecting your players, right? Don't want somebody to break their hand in a helmet. But don't you kind of like a little bit of the grit as well?
I remember, like usually what you get out of the coaches is like, nah, in front of this, and then behind the scenes they're like, all right, cool, that was good. Especially if nobody got hurt, right? I mean, like if it's like there's a fight, that could be a good fight. That's like I like to see that energy. People are pissed off, they're on edge a little bit, all that kind of stuff. So I think that this one probably would be okay if nobody got hurt.
Look at
I
Mike
don't advise
Grable.
punching helmets.
No, but look at Mike Grable. He was in the middle of a skirmish and's got a bloody nose. But then what happened in the preseason game? Oh, I don't know. What, they won 42 to what?
Yeah, 48 to something. Yeah, and I think to your point there, I think the players responded well to that.
Of course.
So, Liam, get in a pig pile. At least Campanile.
James Gladstone, Tony, everybody get in there. Let's go. Make it a team effort.
EVP is in the middle of the pile. That would be great.
Man.
One last thing before I forget, but I want to do this. I was watching a show last night.
How many shows are you watching, man?
I know it's funny. It's at a lot these days.
Yeah, sure.
My Mondays and Tuesdays have been kind of clear at night.
Okay.
It's very nice. It's not going to happen for much longer, but I kind of like it. And so I never we're just flipping through trying to find something at this point. And they have, you know how many game shows there are on like the networks now? Like Fox just plays game show after game show after game show. Mm-hmm. And so I don't even know the name of this show.
There's some crazy ones too.
But what's the one that the balls knock them in the water? Have you seen that?
Wipeout?
No. It's not
with
called
John
Wipeout.
Henderson?
I was thinking Wipeout.
It's not called Wipeout.
Balls knock him in the water.
I don't know what it's called.
15 years ago.
What do you mean?
It's on Fox last night.
Okay, so
so
they
basically,
throw balls at people?
you get they have to pick an answer.
Okay.
So and they go stand by the answer, and these big balls come down. Like they're big. They're huge. And they either get blocked if you get the
game's
answer
called
right.
The Quiz with Balls.
Quiz with balls.
The Quiz with Balls.
It was very original.
I watched 10 minutes of it and I was all set.
Okay, so I was watching 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But they had which is illegal in UFC fighting.
Okay.
And so they had fighting. Okay.
It's illegal.
There was 6 options or 5 options. What was another one they had? Pinching.
Mm-hmm.
Hand holding.
Okay.
Abusive language. And
abusive language.
And one other one.
Watch a Conor McGregor fight, then go ahead and get back to me about that.
And
Pickling?
One other thing that was pretty obvious. It was I forget what it was, but it was pretty obvious.
Okay.
So which was the wrong answer out of the ones that I said?
What's legal?
Illegal.
Illegal. Oh, I mean, well, you can't grab a person's gloves.
Oh, hand holding.
Hand holding, but I think you said a couple of them that were illegal. You can't say them again?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Which one is
allowed?
Allowed.
Yeah.
My bad.
Trash talking.
All the other ones were allowed, apparently. How am I phrasing this question? Pinching was illegal.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hand holding was
illegal.
Not illegal. That was the one.
You can't grab the gloves. You can't. So it was legal because you can't pinch in a fight.
We were doing
that was
so
illegal.
Well.
Pinching's illegal.
So it's abuse. Really, what I get at to? Can you swear at a guy nonstop?
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I think so. It's a fight. Yeah.
I'm just confused myself.
No, you're good, man. I was a little confused myself. But yeah.
But hand-holding was the one that they were wrong on hand-holding. So that's why I'm confused, because they got knocked in the water. But now I can't remember if they
Okay, so they said that you could hold hands.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, because you can't grab the gloves.
You can't. What does that even mean? So you can't just go grab a guy's glove?
So, okay, it's hard to explain if I don't have a glove on me. So you see a glove, right?
Yeah.
So it's got like the finger holes and everything, but there's spaces where you can actually grab inside. So you can like grab inside the glove and control someone's.
Okay.
That's illegal.
But like you can when you're like obviously wrists and everything else are all good.
Correct. Yeah, but you can't grab your opponent's articles of
that's
clothing.
What that meant.
Ironically, you can grab your own clothing or your own glove. Many people don't know this.
Yeah.
People don't know this one, but Ben Rothwell used to be a UFC fighter, heavyweight, and he had a thing called the ninja choke, and it was like world renowned for the ninja choke. And basically what it was kind of like a guillotine, but for whatever reason he got it so tight where the guys like went to sleep like that, and nobody knew like how he did it. And then finally he kind of shared the secret. So if you grab the glove instead of like if you want to choke somebody, you grab your fingers, right? Well, eventually like your grip can only last so long.
Yeah.
He would tape his hands so he had so much space to put his fingers in the glove where he just had his hands inside the glove. Now you're not using any kind of strength. It's literally just locked in here. You hold it here. Good night. So
that's still legal. You can still do
that's
that?
still legal because you're allowed to grab your own equipment. So you can grab your own shorts. You can grab your own gloves.
Huh. That's pretty wild because I agree. If you're like this, like even the sweat.
Yeah,
like you could probably after a while, be hard to keep, right?
If you're like if you're doing like a bear hug, that's something like you're carrying something, right? And you got your hands like this, call it a gable grip, or hands like that, whatever. Like it's eventually your grip gives out. But now if you're wearing gloves and you have the option to put your fingers inside the glove and just whatever, you can hold it that much longer.
Either way, the hand holding and the abusive language option were the ones that I was considering because I was wondering if you could sit there and just be like, you mother, nonstop.
Yeah.
I'm sure it comes out.
Yeah.
But I've never really actually seen a fight where a guy's just like endlessly doing it.
I mean, they have a belt literally called the BMF. I mean, how would that not be allowed?
Right.
Well, I know, but I meant persistent. Like, for 5 minutes, just.
Well, I mean,
because who's going to waste that energy, right?
True. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you're talking the whole time, there's a couple guys that do that.
But McGregor does it. Do a couple guys talk the whole time?
So Kevin Holland is like famous for this. He was actually on my first time I was on Dana White's Contender Series.
Okay.
But he's known because I think it helps calm him. So like he just keeps talking, but like he doesn't swear at people. He'll just be like, if he gets taken down, he goes to the commentator like, "Man, dude, what do I do here?" You know, like
he'll say stuff like that.
When the show's over, I'll show you the Kevin Holland highlights because he's got like his whole channel dedicated to him talking during fights.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if you punch someone in the face, I don't think the ref's gonna be like, "Hey, keep punching him, but please, stop swearing so much. Come on, hey, there's people around here. You can't do that."
Well, I know. I just thought there was a line between abusive language and language.
I mean, listen, there's been some post-fight interviews with Joe Rogan where everything has been said.
Yeah.
That would
would
get you canceled in any other sport.
But that wouldn't be in the fight.
Not in the fight, but like if you're still in the cage saying and stuff, I think you're okay.
Yeah. Golly, that moment was right up there with Marshall Faulk today. I couldn't remember what the hell the question was.
Man,
hey, if we have more signs of this just kick me off the damn show. Like if there are too many of these, it's fine. Just get me the hell out of here.
All right.
I'll just share the show for you guys.
You're fine. You're doing good, man. Just stay with us, Brent.
I mean, holy cow.
Let's see how this Bigsby thing.
Come on. Reading the tweets, cryptic tweets, I mean, really gasses me.
Let's give you a break.
I'm exhausted.
Brent, I mean, I feel like you're more versed in Twitter than anybody. What are you talking about?
I know, but it's exhausting. So,
man.
Back to cryptic tweet season.
Yeah.
Because this is how, I just want to relay, this is how we talk in the break. Because now we full investigative mode.
Yeah. And the irony of this, too, is what we were talking about before this, the Eric Armstead stuff. So we went from, Jaguars preseason game. So now we're getting a little question about Eric Armstead, what's going on there. They're not really telling us. So we question that. And we're like, okay, that's a little optic, but it's nothing a big deal. And then here comes a guy who hasn't tweeted in 2 months to come over the top and go Eric Armstead who?
Eric Armstead who? And
put on the back burner. Sorry, Eric.
Travis Hunter who?
Travis Hunter who? Yeah.
okay, so this is really what we did in the break. We're like, what's this all about? Right? I mean, we're in front of a microphone. We can't say everything that we might think this is all about. We're trying to investigate further. This is real time. We should have had a camera on us. And we're like, all right, we're going to get a police board in our investigation.
Yeah.
Because other things that trickled in. We've got the tweet.
Liv, and by the way, Liv Tessie's on this. She's printing everything off, so we're going to break it down after the show.
Oh, is she?
We're doing this.
Good.
Yeah.
So here's what we have from our evidence chamber. We have ETN. We have Bigsby tweet, cryptic.
Yes.
11 emojis of and a Pinocchio.
Ooh.
We have ETN rumors that, wait a minute, he wasn't on the podium.
Cramps.
But he's got cramps, so we've got an explanation for that.
Alibi.
We've got social media saying, oof, this could be ETN. We got a Bashal Tootin 50-yard run today for a touchdown. And a touchdown on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And he's the 4th-round draft pick. And then we're getting into the big stuff. Because we've got Yardline Yoda with the eye emojis over an old ETN tweet that he could get traded.
Months ago.
But then, Austin, I didn't see this one. You told me about it. We got Dilla jumping in the fray.
Dilla's in it now, too.
With a what?
Well, he's got one that says, let me just go to the source here, Brent. Let me bring it up here because I have it screenshotted because obviously this is the breaking, pressing news we got to talk about.
Didn't it just say, dang,
dang,
it's true?
It's true. And then this is Woj, right? This guy?
No, it's the LeBron guy.
Yeah. What was his name?
Gosh,
yeah.
Come on, you watch NBA all the
Brian
time.
something.
Brian Windhorst. There he is, yep. Then he posted the Brian Windhorst thing.
So he had 2 tweets.
And that's what we have right now. Yeah.
That's what we have.
That's what we're working with right now.
That's the board. Like, that's
a side note, Tank Bigsby follows 6 people, and one of them's not Brent Martineau. But it is K. Adams.
Yes, one of them's K. Adams. I was not upset about that.
That's what we know.
Don't plant that in there.
That's okay. Sorry. That's what we know.
By the way, K. Adams was at camp a couple of days ago.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But on top of this, Tank Bigsby hasn't tweeted since June 4th.
Yeah.
It's now August.
Hang on, we got it.
12th.
Chat's on fire right now. Hayden Winks at Underdog Fantasy is tweeting something about it too. I don't know who. Do you know who Hayden Winks is?
Who's Hayden Winks? Boy, you guys really
Underdog.
Brett,
we're deep diving.
There's no reward for this, just to let you know.
Yeah, it's just. He's tweeting about Bashal. Okay, he said, if I had to guess about the Tank Bigsby tweet, I'm guessing the Pinocchio emoji was about a promise about his role that is no longer being fulfilled. ETN gets clear first steps and Tootin played well at RB3. This was 60 minutes ago. Hey, go back and listen 45 minutes ago where I broke that part down. Underdog Fantasy, okay.
What's the chat saying about this?
Oh,
they move from Tank and keep ETN. I'll flip my bleep.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the Jags without off-season drama. We're in season, pal. Yeah, I feel like we're in season. I have been a trade Tank ever since he was drafted. Oh, jeez. Give him a chance.
Man.
Running back to Dallas is part of a Parsons trade. Okay, this
Can
is
he play a 3 technique or not? No?
We got he's reacting to Brent's Vince Carter take.
Yeah, that's the one I saw. Yeah.
What if y'all
Austin
called
sounding
Dilla?
like Moneybag Yo with that sound.
That's actually very good on the emoji.
Thank you.
And you've actually duplicated it.
We should
That's
do that for a game,
impressive
Brent.
part.
We should bring up emojis, and we have to make sounds for each emoji. Me and you.
Yes,
Casey,
I
you
think
listening?
it'd be
Go
way
and bookmark
better.
this. Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got? I think that's all we got.
TV is rotting Brent's brain, I saw from Daniel Kilkenny.
We got that might be true. I think it's more than TV. YB Ford says, boy, I tell you, we don't have no type of news. I mean, there is. I mean, what are you supposed to do with it? That's what it is. The news is that he tweeted.
Yeah.
That is, by the way, there is significance to it.
It means something, yeah.
It means something. Like, it's a frustrated player at the very least. Does it mean something that's like we're getting carried away with? No, but, I mean, it's already, he made it a thing.
Yeah. I mean,
until he does it.
Yeah, I think like NFL players, they're very self-aware these days, right? Like this is calculated. He knows what he's doing. It's not like you mentioned, Brent. It's not like a family member. Okay, I'm out of practice. Let me go and tweet this about a family member. Like no, there's a rhyme and reason why he chose the emojis that he did. Like this all means something.
But we'll see what it means. I don't know if we'll see what it means. We'll find out if anybody. We got a high five.
Do you think I was kidding when I said we're going to go to the board and we're going to talk about this after the show, Brent?
Yeah. We might not even get the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yardline Yoda tweet has been printed.
I guess we could do this.
Well, yeah. Let's stay on time and get to a break. Don't worry, Hamby. I know you're concerned about Milum and Tootin. How about we hit Tootin right now since we're on the running back stuff? It's a quick interview just from the other day about him getting out there, his debut. And by the time we get to tomorrow, it'll be really old news. So here's Bashal Tootin, who might be climbing the depth chart here in Jacksonville.
Pretty fun, just to be back playing football again. Going out there with the team, just exciting, first NFL game. So definitely looking forward to it, and got a great experience.
You do this on different levels, right? You had new time, new place, new all those things. I mean, was it similar kind of anxiousness, nerves, or was it a little bit different?
I say it's about the same, but once you get your first snap in there, the butterflies go away. Definitely a new step for me, coming from college to the NFL, first game for real. So after like the first snap, like I said, then the butterflies, and it was just football at that point. Same thing I've been doing for a long time.
How do you think you did? Obviously ended up in the end zone. That part was good.
Yeah, that part was good. I think I did a lot of good, but some stuff I still need to correct and fix. We hit the film, and this week in practice, come back and correct and fix.
What does it mean to that offensive group to go in the way you did, with the linemen pushing and just the physicality that everybody's been preaching to kind of showcase it on that play?
Yeah, it means a lot to us. We practice like that. We try to, have that swagger to play, aggressive and, fight to the end, to the whistle's blown. So, on that play, I kept my feet moving, then, the big guys push me in. So that's just the kind of energy we need all the time. And, just seeing that, a little glimpse, I'm excited for this season.
That is Bashal Tootin from the game the other day. And now are you okay?
What's up, man? Yeah, I'm just playing out. Yeah,
like these are we're trying to figure out our wall, our police wall over here, investigation wall.
So, hey, the hole's already in there. By the way, I didn't put the holes in.
Somebody else did it.
Yes, and then I just filled the holes in.
Has it always been sitting right over there?
Yes.
So it's either like Patrick Young, or
maybe Casey.
Maybe
Casey,
because Casey's a doodler.
Yeah.
And does stuff like this.
Yeah, I was playing, man.
Just checking.
Careful, Brent. Don't poke yourself.
All right. We might put the investigation wall up even during the break.
Yardline Yoda confirmed that the Ravens and multiple teams inquired about Lloyd. Wonder if that led to this running.
Okay. I'm not getting crazy here.
Yeah. Everybody's relax a little bit, huh?
Yeah, let's relax.
We are funny. Hey, you know what's the best too?
By the way, let's not go with the Yardline Yoda confirmed, okay?
Yeah.
How about let's just say Yardline Yoda said, confirmed. You tell me Adam Schefter confirmed, I'm cool.
Yeah.
With all due respect, love these guys.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
But
not bat 100. You're not even bat 100, though, sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not going with the confirmed.
Batting average ain't up. The batting average is dropping a little bit.
What were you going to say?
Oh, no, I'll say it when we talk about,
Light Bright days. That's what that did look like.
There we go, Light Bright. And you know what's the best about it? This goes to show you, Hamby's growing, man. Like, he's learning because he's trying to stay professional through this whole thing. We have to hit these interviews. We got to hit these things.
Yeah.
Dude, when a cryptic tweet comes out,
it's over.
It's over.
Welcome. It's your first experience in the cryptic tweet world. We lived through Jan.
Yeah.
All right? Jan was ESPN ratings have never been higher.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. Let's take time out. Don't forget to visit Bono's Pit Barbecue. 20 different locations. You know where they are in town. Great place to go for lunch and dinner. BonosBarbecue.com. And check out the loyalty app as well for savings when you go to Bono's and all the different Jacksonville locations. They're going to be a part once again of our high school football coverage coming up in just a couple of weeks as we expand our high school football coverage this season, and we continue with our Jags coverage. Right after this, we'll hear from Wyatt Milum, still on the show. Liv Tassley catches up with him.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Save 10% off any water heater plus no trip charge. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. For a limited time, CGC is waiving the trip charge on all related plumbing calls. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here.
at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
There's the wall. We're getting ready to put it up on the wall, all our evidence.
Gotta break
from
it
the
down.
Tank Bigsby cryptic tweet. I have no idea where Liv went. I went to grab tape. I was told she already grabbed it. I have no idea what happened to her, but we still got time.
It's chaos around here.
It
man.
is chaos. Yeah. Well, we're trying to figure this out, man. I mean, it's an investigative report right now here live on the Brent and Austen Show, the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Is Ben around? Because I feel like we should bring him in for this too as well.
He might not be in for like another hour or so.
Dang, okay. Sorry,
I think he's more of a 2 or 3 guy.
Yeah.
2 or 3 guy. Got you.
A couple of things was good to have Rich Jones in. We'll get back to this stuff in just a moment. Rich Jones came in to talk about Child Cancer Fund and the Carathon coming up Friday, Saturday. And if you go to WOKV.com, you can click on silent auction items, and it is could be fun for you to bid on that. Come co-host the show with us. Also, come see a show with Sunday Action Sports Shacks Primetime with Hick and I and the sports team. And also you can get into the Action Sports Shacks Dream 18 golf tournament, a foursome in that as well. So, and support, most importantly, Child Cancer Fund. Speaking of the Dream 18 golf tournament, we have that coming up in about 5 weeks. It's September 22nd at Southampton. We are obviously looking forward to that once again. I think it's our 11th edition of that. I lose count. But raised over $250,000 for local charity. And love for you to be a part of it. You can register at actionsportsjacksdream18.com or title sponsors Access Golf and Cadillac. Presenting sponsors Florida Georgia Windows and Doors, Best Bet. And we'll have food out on the course like Metro Diner, Smoothie King, Jumpin' Jack's House of Food, Willie Jules, Front Porch Kettle Corn, Fogo de Chow, Whataburger, and more still to come while you play. So that is September 22nd at the Golf Club at Southampton. You can register at Action Sports Jacks Dream18.com. You want to play the music, Abby? You want to get going on this wall? Do we need to give Liv a little bit more time, or do you want to get to Wyatt Milum first?
Up to you.
Let's go Wyatt Milum first. We got a few minutes with this. All this interesting stuff with Tank Bigsby. We have Armstead. We got Travis Hunter, right? You got Trevor Lawrence. You got Cohen. You got the new staff. What's interesting to me about Saturday night, Austin, a real quick thought on it, is if you take a look at the draft class now.
Not bad.
Some nice little moments, right? I mean, you get Travis doing his thing. Yeah. He's the headline. But Ransaw, we know, unfortunately, is hurt right now. Tootin, touchdown. And has had another nice moment at practice. Austen Lane in the 6th round. Popped a couple of times Saturday night. Mm-hmm. And then Wyatt Milum is running people into benches.
See, to me, like he's been kind of a name to watch since they drafted him. Remember his first interview? He was saying how what was the exact? I forgot the exact quote, but paraphrasing, basically he's going to take care of Trevor Lawrence. No one's going to lay their hands on him.
Nobody's going to touch him.
You like that, right? I mean, we used to have the smoothie guy. That was cool. He had a smoothie, and he was known for that. But I remember when Wyatt Milum came on the scene, I'm like, wow, that's some pretty big words there. For where you were drafted and everything. Let's keep an eye on him. Well, so far, so good. They seem to like him in training camp. He's playing all over the line, doing well. And like you mentioned, in that preseason game, took a guy to the cheap seats, it seemed like.
Yeah, and you just wonder how fast he can get on the field. They have They obviously have their line. They have some depth as well. But he's a versatile player, too. And he's played a bunch of positions already at practice. I think Jonah Monheim, again, he was another one. That's a good call. We brought him up yesterday. Another one out of that draft class who looked like he had a good showing. I don't know if he's as ready to go and compete as maybe a Milum is for potential playing time this year, but that was a good sign from Monheim. That was the guy out of USC. Mm-hmm. I remember the connection there with Baselli is I picked the USC guy. So good sign so far for a draft class. Some good things, not overly dramatic, but some good things, and obviously led by Travis Hunter. Here's Olivia Tasley's conversation with Wyatt Milum.
Your first NFL preseason game. I know it doesn't count, but for you that has to be a huge moment. How did you feel?
Yeah, it was. I remember just running out there and just thinking, wow, I'm really playing. It was it was a blessing just to be able to go out there and play. But I was excited. So that's really, I was just really excited.
Was that your welcome to the NFL moment, or did you have one before that moment?
Practice, yeah. I've got there's probably I think I've had a couple times welcome to the NFL moments in practice, but really just going out there and with the fans and everything, it was special.
How did you feel after that clock hit 00 about the game and your performance and the speed of everything?
I felt like I played pretty well, but there were some things I need to do better. I felt like we protected the quarterback well. I felt like we could have rushed the ball. I felt like we could have rushed the ball a little bit better. But I feel like overall we improved. I feel like if we just keep stacking days here at practice, we'll get where we want to be.
I mean, you're living up to your word. You're not letting anybody touch the quarterback. How's that feel?
I'm going to try to do that every play. I'm going to do that to my best ability, and that's our goal, and that's our standard in the O-line room. We don't want no one to touch the quarterback.
Yeah. I think you really made a name for yourself when you pulled that one guy all the way to the sidelines, and Cohen even just talked about it. Does it feel good to have that under your belt?
Yeah, that's the way you got to play the game. You play to the whistle. That's just how I play the game.
Yeah, you seem to flip a switch when, on camera you're a nice guy and talking to you, and then once you put that helmet on and get out there on the grass, you seem like a completely different person.
Yeah, once you get between the white lines, it's different. You got to have a different mentality. I say that's how it is there.
I just asked Cohen about you and being versatile, and he had everything but nice, all the things nice to say to you. Being that plug-and-play guy, do you feel more comfortable at a certain position, or are you just like, hey, put me in, coach?
Whatever position they want me to play, I just want to go out there and help the team succeed. So if that means I got to go play tackle, I'm going to go play tackle. If I can play guard, it doesn't matter to me. So as long as I can go help the team succeed.
Do you feel like you still personally need to work on something in the NFL compared to college life?
Oh yeah, I still need to especially. I felt like my pass game, run game, I still got a lot of stuff to work on. But I feel like I'm improving each and every day.
Cohen also mentioned that you're a guy that's just continuing to earn more reps. I mean, you're deep into training camp already, but to hear a head coach say that about you already a couple weeks into training camp, what's that like?
It's special, but I got to keep earning their trust. Keep trying each day. Just go each day. Just kind of improve each on the one little thing. So like the practice before, if you mess up something, try to improve on that. So just try to pick things and improve on each and every day.
Has a veteran kind of taken you under their wing? Anyone?
I feel like our O-line room has been great. I've honestly Walker, Pat, Ezra, Rob, anybody really on the O-line. If I have any questions, they all help us out. Especially if we if we want to go work something after practice, they stay with us after and just help us work. So our O-line room's great.
Yeah. I also hear, to end this one for you, that you have a very competitive dog in your household.
I do. Yeah. He retired last year, so I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to do it, but we do have a wiener dog, Champ. So yeah, name's Charlie. He's a miniature wiener dog. So yeah, he took him to a few races the years before, and he's won one, lost one. So he might be retired for a little bit.
So one of the biggest guys on this team has a miniature wiener dog.
Yeah, 11 pounds. 11 pounds.
So you tote him like a rock.
Oh, he runs fast. He's extremely fast. He loves to run, I don't know. Is there any wiener dog races around Jacksonville?
We're gonna have to find out for you.
I know. We will have to.
We'll have to find you. All right, Wyatt. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, well,
that's unreal.
That's why you do these interviews. I mean, I didn't expect that.
I thought it was going to be like from his first interview and everything, talking about Trevor keeping him safe. I'm thinking gravelly, no, yeah, but wiener dog. We have wiener dog races around here? What?
Olivia Tassley asking the hard-hitting questions.
I like it, man. Tell him the story, Liv. I love it.
Yeah, if you go on his Instagram, he has pictures of him with his dog, and there's a little trophy, and he says, who's the wiener? Who's the winner? And it's mine, my wiener or something like that. It's so good. And the dog is literally the size of his hand. It's a small.
Yeah, you asked the question that I think everybody's kind of like, all right, this is odd. Got a big offensive lineman.
With an 11-pound wiener
with
dog.
With a small dog. Isn't that the guy that's supposed to have the German Shepherd?
Or a Great Dane or right. Give me a Mastiff. No, it's perfect.
That's Olivia Tassley. Lives a list, always presented by First Florida Credit Union. And we put her list up on the investigation board.
We ready for
Let's go to it. The Action Sports Jacks Brent Austen Show Cryptic Tweet Investigation Board.
Let's go.
Is now up and ready to go. And there it is.
Oh, there you go.
And Brian Windhorst has made it.
Man, now I know like how Mike Burris feels. This is difficult.
You're on a green screen, too.
Brent, I know, right? All right, Brent, so is the music playing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so Brent, here's what we know so far. August 12th, which is today, 2025, 10:58 a.m., which would have put it, I don't know, 30 minutes after practice probably, 30 and some change.
Sounds right.
After practice, Tank Bigsby puts out a tweet. Now keep in mind, Tank Bigsby hasn't tweeted in 2 months. Puts out a tweet this morning. And then the last one?
Last one.
A Pinocchio emoji.
Oh.
Now, we did the hard-hitting research. Turns out on your standard keyboards of emojis, the Pinocchio and the are not even close to each other.
Oh.
In a different area codes.
Intentional.
So this was intentional. This was not a mistake. This wasn't a mix-up. Tank Bigsby knew what he was doing with that Pinocchio emoji. Now, let's fast forward. Don't have a time here, but a couple minutes later. It's all good. Dilla, friend of the show, Dilla?
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Dilla. Guy can, drop some scoops and everything. Comes out and says, dang, it's true.
What's true, Dilla?
What's true?
And then and that wasn't enough. And then we got Adam Windhorst.
Yes.
This
Brian.
guy?
Adam Bryan.
I didn't know he even had a name. I just saw him from this guy when he dropped the LeBron stuff.
Dilla's retweeting himself.
So now Dilla's retweeting himself, and obviously when we see this guy, it usually means that there could be a trade or something involved, right? Some breaking news, some
I
roster.
Was right. I've confirmed I'm right.
Or I was right. But some kind of roster move sometimes could be speculated with this meme right here. Then we go to acquaintance of the show or friend of the show?
Oh, sure, if everybody's a friend of the show.
Okay, acquaintance of the show. Yardline Yoda. And by the way, yes, the same Yardline Yoda. If you went to the Jaguars preseason game and you saw Travis Hunter and you saw Brian Thomas Jr. and you saw Cooper Kupp, this was the first guy to break that. So, and the next time you see Cooper Kupp in that Jaguars jersey, yeah, it might have been Adam Schefter. Yeah, it could have been Ian Rappaport. Might have been Kay Adams, rocking the jewelry and breaking some reports. No, Yardline Yoda had the Cooper Kupp news first. He puts out emoji things. These eyes.
Big eyes.
Hungry eyes. And he goes, and this is from July 24th. So this is right around the time when we're talking about it's after Cooper Kupp, but a little
this
after.
Is right at camp start.
Right at camp. And he goes, there went one. Just a prediction, but I think the Jags show off ETN in the preseason and trade him before the regular season. I think Tank Tootin will be the duo with Allen getting some third down work. And then he retweeted that with the emoji eyes.
Get in there. Get in there, Austin.
Oh, hang on, where are we at?
I don't know. What camera is that?
Go back. Zoom up with it.
What camera was that, Hamby?
He's on this camera now.
Which one?
I think.
Are you sure? No, he's looking in that one. Where are you? You're not even looking at the camera.
Where is the camera? Where is it?
It's right up there.
Oh, this one. Okay. Tell me where I'm praying.
Lower.
Down.
Lower. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Woo.
Glad we got that in.
This is me wondering how Cooper Kupp and Travis Hunter are going to be in the slot together at the same time on the field. But that is from Yardline Yoda.
I'm really glad that we got the eye emojis in there done like that because we have no idea what that looks like.
Yeah. And this is all we know, Brent.
I appreciate it. Well, we do know a little bit more.
Okay.
Just don't have it up on the board. We have more context clues like Tank Bigsby hasn't tweeted since June 4th.
Oh, I mentioned it's been 2 months, Brent.
Yeah,
all Auburn stuff normally.
And usually all Auburn stuff. He doesn't seem to take his emotions to social media.
Correct.
And I guess that's where we're at.
That's where we're at right now. This is what we know.
So I will say it was brought up in the media room.
Oh, no, we one more thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Travis Etienne scheduled to talk to the media today.
Yes.
Yes.
Did not.
Did not.
But the reason given was for cramps.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Lib, you were out there. Was he getting a lot of reps?
Yeah, it was a really tough day for the running backs today.
Okay.
I think I saw more running back work today than I have really ever since I've been out
And
there.
they did goal line.
They did a lot of goal line stuff. They did a lot of they were down at their 1 yard line. A lot of people were cramping.
Liz been compromised? You think they got to live?
Have I been compromised?
Was there a post-practice meeting that we weren't a part of that you may have been a part of?
I did go silent, didn't I? Give a radio silence.
Yeah.
I will say there was a lot of guys cramping out there from what I noticed. Like Trammell was another one who was cramping out there and just laid down. BTJ, I think he actually got hurt. I don't know if it was cramps. No one spoke about. Obviously, Liam Cohen was at the podium. It was Campanile, but BTJ walked off, came back, had his helmet in hand, but never went back into drills. But the media did see. Hey, back of my head.
Act like you've been here before, Liv. I mean, what the hell?
Listen, what do you want us to do?
I mean, geez, Hamby's trying 14 different camera looks.
I love all the camera looks.
My back's killing me now. I was like Eric Armstead I'm hunched over for too long.
By the way, people's ears are killing them too because when you did do a squat and talked into the mic,
it was too loud.
I was like, whoa!
Yeah, sorry,
Here
man.
comes Austen. No,
sorry.
you were trying.
Really boosted that mic.
This was a new thing on the show.
Really boosted that mic.
I don't know what you were saying.
Okay, so we were in the workroom and media people were talking about the Tank tweet, and they're like, "Oh, did that come because Dewey beat him on coverage?" And all we were trying to figure out why did he tweet that? So we're like, is it because of the Dewey thing? At the time, we didn't know all this was
Dewey
going
had a
on.
Safety in practice. So
yes,
he tackled him. I don't think it's because of that.
I doubt it.
A guy that doesn't tweet in 2.5 months doesn't go to Twitter and say, "I got tackled for a safety."
By Dewey.
Or did I with Pinocchio? Did I though? Or did I break that tackle?
Did I?
Where's the Hawkeye at practice?
Yep, exactly.
So that was what was floating around
on our board.
I would hope so.
That one was floating around in the media workroom, but because we just didn't see all of this other stuff, it was just immediately right after practice, we're like, why did he tweet that out? And someone was like, well, he did get punched to the ground by Dewey Wingard, but
the fact that you just said that when you saw Cooper Cup in the preseason game.
Oh, yeah.
It's
you remember that whole thing?
I do remember the whole thing. And you can't believe you brought it up like that.
Well, yeah, man. I thought he was coming here. That's what I was told.
Friend of the show to hammer the friend
I
of the
said
show.
acquaintance of the show, Brent. Acquaintances.
You did say acquaintance.
I said acquaintances.
And then Brent said everyone's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where we're at today, folks.
Yeah.
That was exhausting.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
No, tomorrow's the day off.
Are we going to go live later?
That is true. Actually, the Jags are off
Jags are off tomorrow.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Just let it simmer for a day and a half.
Let it marinate?
Yes.
I bet they're off tomorrow. Maybe some phone calls to make, right, Brent, when the off day?
Oof.
I'm just...
Well, there's some meetings to be had. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Where does this go next?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, internally, you're like, I'm having a meeting with Tank, or something's up, one of the two things. And how do they handle this publicly? Because it's not like I don't know who's talking to Tank next, because that's the other thing. Somebody might have requested Tank this week.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
We had him last week.
Exactly.
So we just didn't go get him. He's not going to the podium. I don't think he's scheduled for the podium. ETN was, but I don't think Tank was. ETN, will he go to the podium this week? Because he didn't today. And then how will the Jags coaching staff handle something like this? I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to ask on Thursday about it too. Because, again, this is just the way it is. I mean, I said this earlier in the show, whether it's Armstead or somebody else. And the Armstead stuff we talked about at 11 o'clock. You can always go back, listen on the podcast to the entire show. You might want to skip the first 20 minutes. Marshall Falk and Vince Carter stuff.
Don't worry. I'm sure Casey's going to repost that anyways. So that'll be on Twitter.
But we did talk Eric Armstead. But what does happen in this town, and I think probably every town around the NFL is just so big, and the way people consume their information now, stuff like this. And I think when you're the head coach and you're James Gladstone or Tony Vaselli, you've got to, this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is what everybody does.
Yeah.
Right? And it becomes something. It might be nothing, much like Armstead. Might be really nothing. But
it's something until it's not, Brent.
Well, you're right. That's the best way to say it. It's something until you're not, which means you have to somehow address it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't anticipate a statement coming out on the Tank Bigsby tweet.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate.
Brent, how glad are you that you don't have to ask Doug Peterson about a cryptic tweet?
You wouldn't understand, Brent? Or do you?
Doug, you wouldn't understand. This means something to us.
I'm going to actually give you something here that I thought about in the break. And this isn't on, well, I guess a little bit to do with Doug. I think Doug's one of the old school guys that lives in the bubble and doesn't really give a lot of credence to stuff that happens like here. And you can't have everything that happens on social, like impact your football team.
Of course.
But I do think this is a regime now that will be aware of this way more than Doug might have been aware of it, and how it ripples through this area and Jags fans and everyone else and potentially back into their locker room.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Doug always did that well, to be honest with you. I just think he's an old school guy that was like, yeah, I'm not on Twitter, so whatever. It's stupid.
Yeah.
But I think you could say that if you're in the building right now. This whole day might have been stupid on the Brent and Austen show because of this. But the bottom line is it's a thing until it's not a thing.
It means something until it doesn't.
And I think these guys will be well aware of that. They understand that.
Oh, James Gladstone for sure gets that. I mean, I think they all do, honestly.
I think more than last year's regime, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Without a doubt.
I mean, Trent Baalke, who knows? Like, people thought he was on and everything else, listening. But he wasn't going to respond to it that way. So we'll see. Again, I don't anticipate a statement. I don't think there should be a statement. But I do think this is now going to – what's this going to do over the next 36 hours, 48 hours until we hear from the Jags coaching staff? We'll find out.
It'll be Grant Udinski on Thursday, Cohen on Friday.
Well, there you go. We'll see what the Udinski
Trevor on Thursday.
Udinski will be asked about it. I'm not sure if it's his spot to answer it.
Yeah,
but he'll be asked about it.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for the show today. For Hamby and Austen and Liv. I'm Brent Martineau. Brent and Austen show each and every day, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Will the board build by tomorrow? First and 10 training camp coming up tonight, 11:15 on CBS 47 and Fox 30. And we'll talk about the 15th rated Gators tomorrow on the show too.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jax 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Save 10% off any water heater plus no trip charge. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. For a limited time, CGC is waiving the trip charge on all related plumbing calls. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, It's a daily tournament, but this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table.
Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home